with the window open. Now the window opened, and without having any socks on or something, my feet is feeling the cold a little bit. Alright, so let's start it up. Let's start it up and see what is happening with the damn video games. Let's see what's up on Steam first. As usual, the Konami publisher sale. Insane. Even have stuff available, I wonder. Do have some at least, alright. They do have something there. The card games. Like, oh yeah, it's like all the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff there, I see, alright. That's all the card ones they have. Which one was the recent one? Was it this one? I thought there was like one with like shitload of reviews and everything. CSTUSA. Something dual, yeah, maybe it's not even... Maybe it's not even available. Oh yeah, maybe it's bundles, alright. Cause I thought there was like even more dank one. I guess 20 was the latest one. But there was something even newer. Or was it? A Duel Masters, yeah? It's Legacy of the Duelist. Maybe that one is not available here. A Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Maybe it's not available. Also, the fuck is that? Oh no, it is. Oh, I guess it's not on sale because it's free. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. Yes, he's the alright. Yeah, this one this one is a little bigger, that's for sure. 7.3 million downloads, damn son. New PC to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I say. The priorities, man. The priorities. Other than that, like not even like that crazy much of a good stuff. Well, some stuff might be not available here, I guess too. Happens nowadays. Well, for me, since I didn't change the region on my main account. But that one I'm not gonna change probably. Might just make another one from here. That I might. There's the USA. Damn, Square got him. Not even Nintendo. Impressive, eh? Impressive. Vanilla Kuni on sale. The TGS stuff. Oh, do we have Skull on sale? That's good stuff. Damn, the Planet Zoo. One and only. How many like DLCs they already pumped out there? Ah, I see. Classic. Probably a whole bunch. I do have it actually. But with all the DLCs, nope. Might be Steve, might be. But they know. Well, I mean, the sale started a bit earlier though. So maybe they could see that coming, you know. Alright, let's see. Alright, did it start yesterday? Interesting. So they started like in the middle of the weekend too sometimes. There's an interesting one. Stormage, Wind of Change. Action roguelike 3. Is it just a prologue or something? Yeah, the first chapter. Okay, I see. Action Coop roguelite adventure. Interesting. It's like if you want like something like Raven's Watch, but you know, with pixel graphics. Does seem dank. Does seem dank. I assume co-op already works in the prologue too, huh? No saves. Dude, it's prologue, the first chapter. Why would you need saves that much here? I wait until it leaves them. Let's see. That's nice stuff then. Seems pretty good, huh? Infra space. That'd be automation. City builder with automation and stuff. Might be Steve, might be just solar efficiency utopia from scratch, alright. City builder need to start a mining operations plan production, lay down transportation routes to ensure a smooth supply chain, alright. This might be kinda interesting. The reviews are insane, what? Holy shit. I win him there. Was it actually? Yeah, it was out of early access, I guess. Since the recent reviews and release date quite fresh, I guess. Can state I do not recommend. More like 0.9 rather than 1.0. I want to like the game, did not like the concept. Reality pain to do anything, nothing makes much sense in this game. Build city builders for decades, and that's why after 30 minutes you decided to already make your judgment, dude. Come on. Extremely buggy and unintuitive, huh? Well, buggy I can see, I guess. Though it's out of early access. Guess not fully. Overall quite nice though, I think. Stray would be nice to play at some point. Demo was really good. Oh yeah, this one is pumping, holy shit. Yeah, demo was very nice. A secret though. Yeah, we did man. From a deck building to dice building. That was real good stuff. Well, that was real good stuff. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, currently there's like so much to play, so no rush, no rush. Doing good, Sacred, doing good. We chillin', we chillin'. We chillin'. Doing okay there. Sounds nice, sounds nice. Yes, you see. Yeah, the dungeon was kind of nice too. True. That's true. Is the creature collector another one? It's also pumping there. Open the world with 100 islands to explore. Damn, Toad approves. Toad approves. Party animal sounds there. What's like mixed though? Fun game, won't recommend. Not because it's boring, not because it costs you, not because the online is laggy. There's microtransactions and the game I've already paid to own. Well, sadly that's 2023 for you, man. I bet it was more playable than this. No offline play. But we need offline play in this one. Oh, I guess with the shared screen stuff, alright. Or local multiplayer. Online lobby if you want to play locally. Okay, I see. True, Steve, true, alright. We can do that, sure. Don't need more always online games, alright. Game requires internet connection, couch co-op included. If you wanted to play this on family trips, you're out of luck. That's unlucky. But that's also such a 2023 thing. Sorry, Chum, just because streamers play a game doesn't mean it's good. Trust me, I'm one of them. Damn, son. Get Game Beast instead. Well, I mean, yeah, next big thing. The usual. The usual. And the cute stuff got them started since the demo, basically. And Eliza P pumping still. Very good. Deserved. I'll get back to it tomorrow. This one was here last week. This one too, and this one too. Gunbrother's doing good too, I guess. Yeah, 90%, nice. Payday should be not here. Okay, that's interesting. Is it that bad that it's not even here, or is it just another one that limited itself here? Probably did, right? Yeah, it seems like it. All right, can check that, I guess. That was not very smart from them though, because there's a lot of people from here playing that kind of stuff. But I mean, servers couldn't handle even what they got, so it is what it is. Not played on Game Pass. On Game Pass you can. I mean, it's the usual, you know, like the token stuff. They just turn it off on Steam or something, and they don't really care if you get it from like other region or on Game Pass or something. And no one cares. The only stuff that was limited in Game Pass so far was Atomic Heart, and actually it was just because they were selling it on their own store in our region, right? So they removed it from Steam here, and they removed it from Game Pass for Russia, but, you know, mine wasn't really Russian, so I had no problems with that. Now these Doomed Isles, Cat's hidden in Bali now, damn son. Cat's hidden everywhere already at this point, holy shit. Scars to raise land from the sea, build settlements and rain a firepod invaders. City builder roguelike deck building mechanics, and another one. 3 gods with unique cards. It's interesting how many of those are like suddenly dropping, but I think not that many like released already though. Like the deck building, deck building, city builders, you know, colony survivors and stuff, survivals. Deck building tower defenses. I mean, it's nice. It actually fits pretty good. Like it adds another like layer of replayability because of the card mechanics. But he suddenly started like pumping a whole bunch of those. A whole bunch of those. Project Planet, Earth versus Humanity. Son. Destroy humanity with virus outbreaks, asteroid impacts, and more. His planet Earth. Damn, son. Team up with up to 5 friends as the world leaders, industry, media, scientists, and public, and try to survive. Possible dilemmas and branching narratives. Create countless paths in this strategic potty game. Damn, son. There's some main concept there at least. It's like based on some like tabletop or something. Yeah, so basically have like a few different roles. A 1 versus 5 potty gameplay, alright. I mean, might be kinda interesting. This might be kinda interesting. 25th has demo too. That's very nice. The concept is interesting. Something original there. And the Robodunk. A basketball. Third basketball, a roguelite. Damn son. A replayable single player and co-op campaign. By robust upgrade their stats and unlock tons of new skills. We focus, hello. How we doing? The path among different opponents traps rewards up to 4 players versus where every match is different. Alright. Interesting. Wait, was it the... And it's gonna be full release. Alright, there's demo too. Alright. Interesting. Looks a little way to think, but hard to say. Nice focus, nice. I've been up to nothing much today. Go to our friends to get some barbecue today after stream though. Oh, that will do. A Lunar Lux. Sci-fi action adventure RPG on the moon in the year 2000 something. Indeed, focus, indeed. Only story science, truth, justice, and trust, and travels the silver globe to find a way to save humanity from Comet Coda. Time to unleash your lux. That's kind of like the mixture of different types of gameplay or something there. Freedom Games Publishing, alright. A whole bunch of different stuff in there. And a demo there too, alright. September 25th. A Relic Hunter's Legend then. Who that be? Fast Loot Fun. 3 friends gear up and slay the galaxy and terrible villain. Gearbox Publishing, actually. Alright. Bumped into some trailers and everything there, I see. And you get some gameplay, alright. I was on one of the shows, I think, wasn't it? Seems familiar. Seems familiar. Early access released, yeah, alright. Which drops the bug? Gearbox Publishing with early access. Interesting. Interesting. Audio Pines. I think I also like seen them a while ago already. It started with dinosaurs or something. Sorta, I guess. I'd befriend them dinos, An arc but cozy, alright. I like this the screen design there. They just hinting that there's Steam Deck support and stuff. Steam probably should have that. I assume. Witchspring Arm. RPG story, rich craft and exploration. Story an RPG combine elements collecting, simulation, and battling. You're training a young witch and accompany her on a grand adventure. Damn son. The Tokyo Game Show stuff there, alright. And them dang trailers. No demos, nothing on this one though. Nothing on this one. Some insane fighting there, alright. Could be kinda interesting, I guess. Yeah, looks decent indeed. Oh, there's JRPG stuff there, alright. Oh, it seemed like it, alright. Seemed like it in general. I think it might be nice. If you're into that kind of combat, I guess. That's very JRPG there. The Harvest Moon. Did you Harvest Moon there? Kawaii's controller. There's another one there. Yeah, this one 18 plus, damn son. That's some dink. That's some dink one then. I guess there's dating involved or something. Maybe they took dating a little too far or something. The 18 plus. Boss Elsewhere. Oh, this one's gonna be out soon then. When was it? The 6th of September. Yeah, played the demo. This one was kinda, I don't know, weird. I didn't really get it. I didn't really get it that much. It was kind of like the wannabe Max Payne, but not exactly. But not exactly the classic Max Payne. But has some issues. Yeah, the soundtrack. Yeah, soundtrack. True. Soundtrack was something. Totally didn't help. Totally didn't help. And that was also the prequel. Then already in. The side story, alright. Even think that crazy much different than the main one. Doesn't seem like shooting too much here though. Okay, there is some, alright. Okay, this one is first person, that one is third person, I guess, alright. Original hip-hop soundtrack, yeah, that part. Yeah, not sure if that would be the first on the list of features for me, that's for sure. It was a little too dank. A little too dank. Yeah, not gonna lie. Heretics Fork we saw. A lot of good reviews there. It was a nice demo. Be nice to play at some point too. God of Weapons also we saw looked interesting. This one doesn't have a demo. Come on, man. Why don't? You can be showing me everything we've already seen before. Stop it. Stop it, Gibbon. Oh, damn. Deceit 2. Mixed. Damn, what a twist. Oh, they make this one also free to play, and then it's suddenly gonna live. Huh? I wonder. Performance got worse, damn son. Getting into game much faster, I see. Ifalelo. Hashtag lazy and improved performance has not actually gotten worse in some areas, I say. Don't recommend if you want to play controller or want to solo queue. If you have a group and fill the group with solos, you'll get voted within 10 seconds of a game. Alright, I see, I see. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. So good. Not the same game, you can't fight back. Stun feels useless, just not a good game right now. Deceit one is better, I see. Very bad. Damn son, I had to say it twice because it's that bad. Yeah, we're good, yeah, we're good, huh? And what's happening here is happening already for the past 30 years, you know. Right now it's just kind of like getting some sort of closure, potentially. Not in the best way for the locals, sadly, but you know, it is what it is. And this missile too, the 2 Yakuza, there it is. That one we saw before too. It's probably like Wizardry Remaster is not getting like more attention. I guess the early access doesn't really help, and the fact that they just kind of like dropped out of nowhere, and a lot of boomers actually haven't even heard about this happening whatsoever. So this might be the good example of, you know, like zero marketing and what it can do. You get such a legend and then like no one actually knows that it's even out. Game isn't enjoyable at all, needs balancing bad. Damn son. Don't have to make the exact copy of the old one. The original was flawed, but the basics were addicting. Alright, so here goes the... Should you change the original or not? I would say for something like this, you probably shouldn't, really. A very, very much early access. A lot of things not implemented. Yeah, that I kind of don't really get. Like, you make a remaster, like a remake, and you get it into early access. Like, what? Then you'll surprise it. Price it quite high. Not gonna lie. Not sure. Oh yeah, that one was out already in August even. Damn son, I completely forgot about that one. 29, yeah, that's a bit too dank. Especially for early access remaster, you know. Damn, that's actually done well there, huh? That was the one with some interesting trailers that made people die of cringe. 15 hours to do everything available. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing though. 15 hours seems kind of solid. Huh? For the price, dude, it's probably like 15 bucks or something. In the civilized world, huh? Well over a month now since first and last update. Okay. Damn, over a month, no updates. Dead game. Dead game, bro. Well, I mean, it's early access, so kinda, but still. People start molding after 1 month already with no updates. Axolotl with a new roadmap now, alright. No finds about Cube World, yeah. And this one's doing alrighty. This one's doing alrighty. Oh yeah, the Mud Runner game, yeah. There's side thingy there. Scientific Expeditions 2024. I'll see about that. Crop rotation. Farming theme card in the drafting game. Cards are played automatically, so you can focus on the deck building and building synergies. Crops planting with cards also. The demo of this one. There was a dog, yeah. I can plant dogs. That sounds a bit dank. Sounds a bit dank. That overall might be interesting. Reviews are nice too. Very nice even. A developer sprouting potato. I can see the dedication there. It's really like vegetables, alright. Enjoyable chill game. That seems pretty nice. Gunbrella, sold that too. Said that low amount of new stuff to show. Subum Eterna. Fast-paced roguelite inspired by Metroidvania Eterna Noctis. On world challenges, difficulty and influences in each new run. Inspired by Eterna Noctis. Did you guys make Eterna Noctis? You probably did, right? Yeah. Got inspired by their own game. Damn, son. Must be good, eh? Yeah, I played this one. I remember. So they made one with like... Yeah, Twitter is quite something. How so? How so? Yeah, this one... So this one is kind of like, I guess, story-based or something. Oh yeah, the best Metroidvania of this decade. Oh, I see, alright. So they made this and now they're gonna make like a bunch of other games that all gonna be inspired by the best Metroidvania. Interesting way to market your stuff, I guess. That's an interesting one. I mean, this did sell quite well, seemingly, though. It wasn't bad either. It was alrighty. Well, I mean, Metroidvania. Kinda, you know, decent one. That's all you have to say about this. It wasn't bad. Not sure about the best, though. But sure wasn't bad. It mixed recently, though. Atmospheric background animations. ESC for a single player game. Oh, you did. Wait, why do you have anti-cheat for that? The game is pixel perfect. Game mechanic of popping up dialogue is very non-friendly. Another wannabe of the following games: Hollow Knight, Celeste, and Epic. Alright. Anti-cheat in the single player game, especially when it's easy anti-cheat. Specific anti-cheat is widely hated because it tanks performance. Got anti-cheat for leaderboard that nobody asked for. I mean, not false. Not an anti-cheat in single player game. Dude, that's the way, one way to make everyone mad. Game isn't playable after a third of it if you play with a controller. What? Ability requires aim, which is impossible with a controller. Alright, I see. Ability mandatory. I mean... I don't think everyone is playing with the mouse here. You're the only one complaining. So... Not sure. And that might be one particular kind of issue. Even though aiming stuff with controller is totally not my forte too. Could get behind that. I could see that. Alright. Done with this one. Let's see what's another stores. See what's another stores. Where did they? Here, I think, wasn't it? So let's see. Maybe not. 1 second. than I did here. Oh, didn't press send on tweet. Come on, Pipiega. Well, we did. Alright, GOG. Come here. Probably installed the clients already, but yeah, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, the anniversary sale now. They got that anniversary sale. Gord is on 25% discount already. That didn't go that well, seemingly. A Blasphemous 10%. Well, I mean, that's probably kind of the same as like the launch sale you usually have. So that ain't even that much of a sale yet still. Man, this collection is still like 20 bucks. Wasn't it like way cheaper on Steam or something last time we checked? Like the full version is like 80 bucks. Like, come on, dude, what is this? Are you joking? Are you joking? Skyrim on sale. Pog. The Kagura games, and the full catalog of Coomer stuff. I see how it is. I got all of it in. Fahrenheit also. I see. Oblivion. Divinity Original Sin. What I need to get, I'll need to get, what's its name? Dragon's Dogma here. Well, it's on sale probably. I think I will just use my friend's like card from Uzbekistan or something just to get the Cyberpunk DLC and Dragon's Dogma while it's on sale here. And that's what I probably gonna do. So we can do the run of that also. When the time is right. Because I don't think I have it anywhere. The second one is coming, so yeah, no, might as well. Prey game unrated. Alright, we already like the good thing at least you have like this unrated stuff right next to it, so we actually have an idea, you know, what kind of game that is. One day GOG will have filters for that stuff. One day. Farlanders. Oh, on Steam already, right? They just got it from GOG now or something. CSTUSC. I mean, true. That sounds reasonable. Oh, the Song of Nuda and stuff on the GOG too, alright. Very nice. Euden Chronicle. Damn, Steven, that's a lot of copium for the next year plans there. That's a lot of it. That's a lot of it, man. A little too much, I feel. Got it all laid out there, yeah. New releases. Oh, they got the whole collection from these guys. Seed of Evil. There was some like some boomer Diablo there, sorta. Well, I mean, Diablo in itself is kinda. But yeah, one of the Diablo killers there. Bestsellers. Ah, got a bunch of Baldur's Gates there for dirt cheap, I would say, for what it is. Some good pricing. Beautiful. Now 3 Vegas. Nice. The Metro Series Stalkers. No Man's Sky too. System Shock other than 25% discount. Nice, nice. I get in there, get in there. With them discounts. Yeah, Stasis is that cheap. Pretty good. I mean, Steel Rising. Kind of a little bit of a hopium that Steel Rising will get on some, like, you know, some giga discount or some subscription or like free stuff or something. That would be very nice. That would be beautiful. So I can, you know, finish up the Spiders collection. This is the only game I haven't played. Well, I played all the RPGs at least. This is the only non-RPG, I guess, and the only one I haven't played. Ooh, Xenon already 25% discount. 3.5 stars. And people probably molding for the same reason. Too similar to the first one, dude. Carbone. What game to be super unique? Marginal improvement over the original. I mean, it's early access still. Still need work. Still needs some work. First one, but better. Similar to the first one, but better. Tide missions ruin it for me. I mean, I could kind of see that somewhat. But I think it wasn't too bad with tide missions, really. But a little bit of pressure was there, and it'd be kind of nice to have some mode without it, probably. I wouldn't mind that, This 5 version should be way easier to make. I mean, theoretically. Hey, Brew, hello. How we doing, man? How's life? Probably got like some company to port. Switch ports, like a lot of companies do the switch ports for kind of like smaller projects. I think it actually might be easier to make, depending on your engine, and it might be because of licensing and everything. Because even like the kind of smaller games get no problem being ported. Like I think Onion was like a pro, like Azure Break Heroes he made. I think he was like literally just approached by some studio just to, you know, port it on Switch basically. And they did, No problems. Nice, Brew, nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. Doing good, man, doing good. We chillin'. Checking some of them news. Checking them gaming news. Enjoying some comfy Sunday. All that good stuff. Back the game, years late, still an alpha, several overalls and story in direction. Stuff improvements I can't tell you, game crash after loading. Well, that's a skill issue. That is exactly the one. That is the Cyberpunk also. Time Crusader Kings 2 Imperial Collection, 60% discount. The Steel, look at it. Small IGN drama, wait, which one? Which one? Which one there, huh? Let's get another one. There's another one. Yeah, they got Witchfire there. I wonder if Witchfire is any good, eh? That's the annoying part about Epic. You need to rely on some reviews and everything somewhere else. On third-party things, and that's a bit annoying. You want this, but it's on Epic? I see. Heard it's good. It looked good. I was kinda interested in it. We'll see, we'll see. Yes, you see, alright. Said it's good because it's basically just more of the same, alright. Calling them out for games like Ragnarok, they said it's bad because it doesn't reinvent anything. I see. Well, I mean, the thing is also they probably it is probably not even the same reviewer doing it, right? Like, people do forget that, you know, it's not exactly like some one person doing all that stuff for IGN or something. It's not one person. It's a lot of people doing that. Someone likes when it's more or just the same. Someone likes when it's reinventing stuff. Can you even reinvent in this day and age? Well, AAA studios can't. They're just not gonna do it. It's too risky. Nowadays, especially. They're getting these like 7 years old binging moments of development. And then if it fails, it's a lot of money down the drain. So everyone tries to stick to the concepts that do work. And even those sometimes fail. Because there's too many trying to stick to the concepts that do work, like with all the live service games and everything. Yes, they have some September discounts there, right? A Jedi Survivor, 30% discount, dude. They're just gonna wait until it's on EA Play, and that's no problems then. Expanse already 40% discount. Well, it seems this one didn't go that well. This one didn't go that well, then, seemingly. If it's good, why not just make more of it? I mean, true, yeah, I do agree. I mean, people do kind of tend to forget that some people just want, you know, more or just the same. That's it. So like people molding about Bethesda just making the same games, you know, again and again. People like those, that's it. Same with Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I can kinda, I guess, get behind it because, you know, making it like every year, you could at least try to make every like odd one out, you know, different. But when you made them once, you know, a decade, or like 5 years, then, I mean, why not? You kind of manage to get bored of, well, you kind of manage to, you know, like start missing the same stuff. Iridium. You start to miss some of that. Like if it's the same shit every year, then you might get tired of it. Like why would like I would even if I would be like the FIFA enjoyer or something, like buying that stuff every year, I don't even know why. Or Call of Duty. Or Assassin's Creed even, you know. Like you played one, you can forget it for a few years about playing it, really. People started hating on those as well. People hate on everything, dude. And that's the easiest reaction, you know. You don't need to play it, you don't need to try it, to own it. You can just shit on it. That's it. And you become a part of something, you know. You become part of the shitters. So you feel the sense of belonging. And people nowadays especially are ready to do anything for that sense of belonging. That was that like meme that wasn't meme. With like 80-year-old or something dude. Going to jail now because he joined the gang just to not be lonely, you know. It was a getaway driver or something for them. Well, there it is, man. People ready to do any PPGFs just to, you know, to belong to something. And just shitting on something is the easy way to do it. Free stuff. And it's model builder. Oh, Solstice actually. That was kind of looking already back in the day, I remember. I was even considering playing it back then, I think. Actually, was this the one? No, I think I'm thinking different one. Oh, wait a second. This one even newer then, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking different one, but this one is even newer, yeah. I play the demo this one. Didn't take long. Didn't take long. For them to go free on Epic. Alright, interesting. It was like, what, a year or something, right? Probably. Maybe a bit more. And free on Epic. Alright. It wasn't bad though. I think it wasn't really bad. I had some issues. And it wasn't specifically bad. Square Enix sale. Damn son. How about the only? But Epic like let in like a whole bunch of garbage too, and they don't really have like decent filters in place. Like especially going to like the sale page or something, bro. How do you even browse that? Hater Mask. I mean, the Fortnite was a little kind of different though, with Fortnite, and that was the same with H1Z1 though. And they just kind of like made this like side thing, and that side thing suddenly became more popular than the main thing, so they just kind of switched to that completely and made it main thing. But yeah, absorbing stuff, I guess. Made it a side thing because of Battle Royale, but what would with H1Z1, for example, that wasn't boom yet even. But yeah, it was created as a side thing. I don't remember if it was like even like a mod or something. And then, you know, like became the main thing. I mean, Battle Royale started as a mod basically, mostly. But I mean, true, yeah. People just kind of like go for the trends that do work, especially AAA studios. I mean, that actually kind of like fits the idea. Gio's already going crazy at that time. Well, around Fortnite, yeah. Around H1Z1, not exactly. Like H1Z1 back then, that's where like Doc was starting and everyone, you know. It just after some time it kind of like died. And other Battle Royales took over. And they just took over. Well, yeah, Fortnite wasn't initially kind of completely different type of game was planned. Some people are like still mad about it though, because they just pretty much like canned the original. They did some updates for it, but like no proper support. Same with H1Z1. They after some time just split completely to different games. The survival one, it was BR1, and survival one was completely left out. I remember pretty well because we did play survival back then with friends. We did go ham with that one. Yeah, I did even, but that was like the beginning also of VR stuff, sorta, when it went like crazy. Because when they started implementing that stuff, I remember I even played it a little, and I remember Ella even played it on Street H1Z1 VR. That's when the Rapish was around, I remember, with the voice chat and everything. That I remember. But he also started as survival. So it wasn't the first, wasn't the last, I guess, that did that. Well, H1Z1 maybe was the first, kinda. Went from survival into the Battle Royale. But yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. Making something, seeing, you know, the trends, trying to adjust to the trends. Assassin's Creed, I'm not sure, though. Assassin's Creed, I'm not sure. feel like they were going with... Well, I mean, maybe when they were switching kind of the concept from like the classic Assassin's Creed around, was it Origins, I think, or something, right? When they kind of like drastically changed the concept. Could be, could be. I feel part of the reason was also that, you know, they just wanted to already like try something new because people already kind of like not very happy, you know, that pretty much every game is the same. Except for different environments and everything. Everything was pretty much the same. Every game. So they kind of like did a little bit step to the side. And Alpha Mirage and everything, they kind of coming back. And people are already happy too. So they basically just kind of like switching things around once in a while to keep it fresh, I guess. Like make one concept, run it down completely when people bored of it already, switch it, then run down another one into the full boredom mode. And then switch back. But at some point they will come up with something new even. But there's also Nexus and stuff. We'll see how that one will even play. Even though I guess it's just the VR stuff. The VR, like, sort of overworld thing. They're not gonna have, like, the characters from the previous games and everything. So it's already kind of, like, gonna be something different and something special there. September savings. You open like the full catalog and you will need to get through a whole bunch of stuff. Quake 2 for $2. Damn, son. Almost 3 still. Skyrim for 6. What a steal. True. It's one of the older versions, I think, though. Because on GOG, I think it was like 19 or something. Some Anime Booba stuff there. Classic. The Pegasus Expedition. Play that one. Loki 4X. Abogus. Let's buy it. Just do it. I mean, I will need at some point, actually, to do my Skyrim run, too. Don't own a single one. The New Vegas DLCs. Golem. It's time. 30% discount. Insane. Gotta buy some of that. You need to set up like the filters and stuff for to browse their sale there. Oh damn, they got perimeter here even. Holy shit, for 50 cents. For 50 cents. That's a steal. Expand the story of original Pyramid and Vast single player campaign. I need to obtain, so I do have some on Steam. I need to check. I need to check what I like there still. I'm gonna fill the collection. At some point we'll play all this good stuff. There's some actually interesting games. The only problem they're Russian, you know. Nowadays that's not very pog. How dare they be Russian, yeah. Can you imagine? The Poker Club has like a bunch of DLCs and stuff. I get bundle too, sure. Like the full Arcane collection for 20. Not bad, not bad. I remember, did they steal back our the free prey they were giving away? I need to check actually. The log you didn't check. Because Bethesda was doing some PPG stuff with giving some free games and then taking them back. Because how dare you get gifts? The bad country. Ari, give it back. If you will ever touch New Vegas, then son, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Trees flushed for eternity, absolute dog shit. How so? What exactly was dog shit? That will kinda explain if you will like New Vegas or not. Basically, COVID Carl, the quality gaming there. There's some quality gaming. Atmosphere, color scheme, and gameplay. Well, the gameplay is pretty much the same in New Vegas, though. With very, like, minor differences. Very minor differences. Everything else is different. The atmosphere, not sure, though. But, like, Bethesda Fallout games, too. Yeah, me neither. New Vegas is fine, though. New Vegas I can handle. I mean, it's not Bethesda, but, you know, it's still the same engine and everything. And I can handle that. 3... I mean, it's alright, I guess. It was alright. Especially after, like, a long break since the classic Fallouts. That was even kind of poog in the beginning. Then I never finished it. Until I returned years after. And until I streamed it, too. Rain World Remix, that's $4. Radioactive dwarves. The sun. Shouldn't be dwarves, not dwarfs. Fun being evil in Fallout 3, I say. Fallout 3 was alright, yeah. In terms of like world and everything. 4 already was like... not exactly. Gameplay was nice in 4 though, everything else was kind of not very nice. That's easy to see. Yeah, after 1 and 2 going into Bethesda Fallouts is totally not the best experience. You're gonna have that contrast there, the contrast. True the Grad is $4 already. Yeah, I need to do my playthrough of True the Grad then. Item RPG is very nice. Oh, there it is, the good stuff. The good stuff. Might actually do a little bit of F online with my friends in co-op. I dip into it to remember the old times. I Lost Eidolons. Call of Cthulhu. What and only. Space Rangers HD. That's another one. Together with the Perimeter. Also something I want to play. Did have like the whole collections, whole collection of things I wanted to play. The classics from Russia, and then yeah, then there was a little change of plans. That might be like something Boomer-a-thon one year probably. The bunch of old classics there. There's some really interesting stuff. Oh, Tailored Bistoon. That was nice. The Iranian game. That was alrighty. But browsing this PPG is fuck, dude. Holy shit. Very, very PPG, yeah. Let's see. We haven't checked this in a while. Now let's fix that. Oh, did they change this? It seems like they kind of did, on the event. Oh shit! Well, yeah, that's an interesting. Like they made Steam DB with the. Like the upcoming games are now in the form of calendar, which actually looks kind of nice, but it has a little issue that might escalate. I guess I can show this one. It has a little issue with all the Kuber stuff, giving the thumbnails and everything there. So I'm kind of scared to scroll through that too much. Rather not, probably. Yeah, let's see. I think, what if I try to get just the old URL? I think it was this way. Ah, it works good. Okay, so URL works still. Feels good, man. I hope they're not gonna turn it off or something. Hope they're not gonna turn it off or something there. Alright, let's see. I can hide lower followers and stuff. Found some filters and stuff. That's good. That's good. Yeah, the calendar we're not gonna press. Now let's see. Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Then already that soon. Yes, it's all the upcoming stuff we saw. Yeah, 25th has like a whole bunch of that. A whole bunch of that they have. The Orgasm Simulator, yeah, that sounds like a quality gaming there. A Lost Monarch. I think most of the stuff we saw today in upcoming, it's all gonna be out on 25th there, alright. Some SCP game, alright. A wall-ass office simulator. Where's the wall-ass? Valley of Pines. Oh, Yimeneko's Night Market. Tarinsi World. Harvest Moon doesn't have a lot of followers, surprisingly. Interesting. I thought the series is pretty popular. Maybe no one even knows about it, though. Not like I'm really following, so maybe people do know. My new neighbor is a Futa. Damn son, alright. But what a twist. Hometopia. The lizards must die. Oh yeah, the meme shit there, alright. I got the proper voice acting for that too. I like how it's like when you get lizard. Okay, let's see. The memes got too far, dude. Welcome to memes, man. It's like the Lidl memes went ham, dude. Some DMC-able stuff there too, to be honest. And yeah, someone went full meme mode on this one. It actually seems like this meme at least has some gameplay and stuff in, so you know. Could be worse, could be worse. The Bratons, yeah. I do have a lot of followers on this one too. Number 813 in top wish listed. Damn, son. I'm gonna be pumping with that one. I'm gonna be pumping with that one. Cashier Simulator. Another one. The Big Yeetus. EA Sports FC24. Yeah, we'll see how this one will go. I'm curious. I'm curious. And how removing the FIFA part will actually change anything. Or will it actually change anything? Already number 3 in top sellers. Already pumping. Here's the Fate game, alright. Oh yeah, the Pizza Possum. That look kinda nice. Office is my harem. That's a lot of follows on that one too. Fate is higher wish listed than FIFA, true. That's the power of weebs for you, man. Not a lot of followers though, but yeah. They just go for them wish lists. I expect you to die 3 cog in the machine. Damn, son. Now, what a name. Dolphin Spirit. Overpass 2. Hentai Vivian. The bread must rise. What a name, alright. I don't trust that picture there though. Don't trust that. Might be not about the bread, eh? Schlagden Star. Damn, son. A Dustry-Spiel. Insane gaming, man. Insane gaming. Matrix Bullet. Oh yeah, the Cocoon will be out soon. Cocoon will be on Game Pass also. We'll see, we'll see. Like end of September, you know, and like October doesn't seem like a good time for something to come out, considering the amount of shit I'll be playing already. The Cocoon again, that was like the one where you have these like worlds as kind of like spheres, and that you can like pick them up, you know, put them down somewhere and jump into that world and everything. Like kind of like puzzly ding stuff. And that one might be interesting. That one might be interesting. UFO Extraterrestrials Platinum. Damn, son. Have anything to do with actual UFO and stuff? It does kind of look like it though, no? Huh? I mean, it's so low here too. New edition that includes a number of enhancements that give the player a new perspective on the classic game. Damn, son. And that's so low on the follow list and everything. Come on, dude. Yeah, it actually does look like the Xenonauts a lot. Or like Xenonauts look a lot like this. Hey, Andor, hello. Seems like a lot of destruction and stuff too. New alien species there too. Damn, yeah, why is like no one even like, you know, following and everything this one? Okay, it looks a little worse than Xenonauts for my personal taste, but yeah, no. It is what it is. Heavy weapon platforms. They got the robots also with them weapons. Yeah, Xenonauts looks a little more beautiful, not gonna lie. Oh, they do have the robots and stuff too now. Destructible terrain. Fucking tanks and stuff too. Might be kinda interesting actually. Huh. Yeah, effects look weird. I do agree with you on that one. Game is like 127 doesn't follow here. No one even knows about this. The Nutcracker. Considering like what kind of games usually is down here. I'm not sure what kind of nuts we're talking about there. Keeper Blue, hello. It's pretty good, man. It's nice here, it's nice. I like it. Thank you for Blue, thank you. The D's kind, yeah, could be. The pony kind. Dark 3. Deputization. Nice. Quality gaming. Quality morph. Vlad Voyevod Dracula, Episode 1 Manhunt. Damn, the quality gaming, man. And some dang stuff. Would Wolf might be nice? Yeah, that's the extraction one, right? Yeah, it could be. And play the demo, but I mean, it might actually be good. Just 6 with toys, alright. Simple as that. I see, Steve, I see. Oh, the Lamplighter is legal right there, right? Don't really like it's good, but I don't know. Like tactical turn-based, man, you need to get me. Like when I start playing it, I kind of get into it really. Like with Jagged Alliance. The Jagged Alliance was really good. Well, it still is. Super good. This might also be super good, but yeah, we'll see about that one. New World Rise of the Angry Earth, number 586 in top wishlisted. Think it like the price or something for this one. The fun part is I can't even really buy it. Technically, not sure if I want either really. I'm not sure if I'm already prepared for another session of New World, not gonna lie. Wait, only up again? Is this guy ending up just re-uploading it or something? Or someone else re-uploading his stuff? Yeah, I think he deleted it. I thought he deleted it because of the stress and everything. Yes, Dave, yeah. Like when it's RPG, I don't really mind because I play for the RPG and the turn-based tactical and stuff is there, you know, to kind of drive me from like quest to quest. When that's the focus, then yeah, I need to be really into it. Internet Addicted Youth 2005. Damn. Gaming, man. Gaming indeed. Hellboy, A Web of Weird. Damn, that's 231 top wish listed even. Not bad. Not bad. And Thief Simulator too. Did this one. That's probably gonna be some meme stuff though. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a little loaded time though. Yeah, Fabulous Fear Machine is the same day, so I'm gonna be playing that instead. The demo was really good. I really liked it. So we're gonna play that instead. That was very nice. It's even lower in the list than this bed we made. Shaken by SMH. Cassette Beast, Spear of the Unknown. Oh, the DLC for this one already. Bad Girls. Damn, what a game. What a game, man. Yeah, many of these are just kind of like some sort of scamozergy, but well, I mean, I guess you get refunds and stuff nowadays, so kind of pointless. Oh, the Mooblets. Holy shit. When was like the first time? Like, the first time they appeared, I think was around the time like... They were like in the wave when it was like, you know... cool to become Epic exclusive and get shit on by everyone. Because I remember they were one of those who did get shit on by everyone for that. Also, I assume it's probably already on Epic then or something. Probably. Maybe not. Let's see. What was it? Or was it really? Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, it's already on Epic. Alright, I see how it is. So it's gonna be the Steam release now. Hades kind of got a pause there. Hades was like Hades was lucky with that because they were basically kind of like the first title. It was literally, I remember it was the Game Awards. And they were like, well, we're opening, you know, the Epic Game Store. I think they sponsored Game Awards or something too. And it was like announcement of Hades, and it's like, you know, it's available now on Epic Game Store or something. And I was like, shoot, need to get it. And yeah, that's why they avoided all this drama, because it was kind of like the very first one and the announcement pretty much, and no one knew about it before. And what is Hades and everything. And back then, I guess not a lot of people even like kind of knew in general. Like it was only like, well, not a super giant games might be good. And then when it already was out on Steam, that's when it took off hard. But yeah, everyone else after for some time was getting shit on a lot. Well, it mostly, to be honest, was like for games that were, you know, announced in general, and then suddenly, oh well, we're gonna be, you know, exclusive for this store, and everyone was mad about it. Especially like Metro, I remember, got shit on hard because, well, with Metro it was interesting because pretty much they just like switched the moment when people already were doing pre-orders and everything on Steam, and they were just like, you know, we are now on Epic, and everyone was like super mad. Like, you can't buy it anymore on Steam, but those who did buy it on Steam could play it on Steam. That's actually was my case. Wargroove 2 also. The Bloodline. This looks familiar. Oh, yeah, maybe, just maybe, I might play that one too. I was thinking about it. It looks like some, you know, some dink memes, basically. So I was thinking about it, maybe. But it's, yeah, it's early access. Open freeform adventure RPG. It kind of gave me a little bit of like this, like, you know, the Euro Janky vibes, sorta, even though with different graphics. So I thought that might be kinda actually interesting to try. We will see. We will see. Could be a fun little one there. Though it's better to play something like this already on full release, RPG and stuff, but for memes, maybe. For memes, maybe. The God Feather, Mafia Pigeon Saga. Damn. That's some meme stuff right there. Midnight Girl, Deadly Rain. The people are pumping like $100 for each of these. Is it really worth? Well, I mean, some of the garbage might be like part of the those special schemes that you can do to make some money out of it. Like all the like the bundles and everything. Maybe still working. Sisters of Sadamora. I think I have an idea what it is all about. A YouTuber survivors. Oh yeah, I think I remember that one. Vampire survivors with the YouTubers or something. The Fiesta dude. Or the time to be alive. That has different perspective there at least. Not the top down. And the beat them up. Cryotherapy. Forza. Hearts of Iron 4 Armors Against Tyranny. Number 209 in top wishlisted, bro. Paradox has that magic there going, I guess. When the DLC is like more wishlisted than some games. Adventures of Steve the Cat. The infamous Steve. Total War Pharaoh. Number 92 in top wishlisted, actually, bro. Gonna be a lot of people being kind of not very poggy about this one. Because I'm kind of like not sold on that one whatsoever. That seemed like more like the Troy or whatever. The Total War Saga. That was for free on Epic Games Store. Like, for free that was fine. To pay stuff for it? Yeah, not sure about that. The Chaos? Yeah, Chaos is there. There's also Femboy Burgers there, apparently, so you know. Can look at that too. Creative Assembly, not in general, is not on good terms with players. I mean, true. Tribe Primitive Builder. What is this? Wait, you just like pump out some like, you know, like the usual survival stuff. And you have like a shitload of wish lists and stuff all of a sudden there. It's Playway also. Oh, it was a demo in February. Well, I guess that kind of explains some. Survive on the island, the lost to time, build your own settlement to the United Tribe, explore and open the world, deliver a message from the gods before it's too late. A single player, even with story. Damn, son, not even multiplayer survival. Ah. It's actually might be kinda already, I guess. Like with the actual story and everything. It might be kinda alright there. Interesting. Lords of the Fallen. Dude, number 11 in top wishlisted. Oof. I hope it's actually good, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a lottery. That seems quite massive. That's some good marketing, dude. Following the reputation of the previous game. Oh, that's impressive. That's impressive, I would say. Yeah, that one I might be playing. Just the same name. No, I think the last one, the original one, was it like the Lords of the Fallen or something? I don't remember. Well, I might not be able to see it here, though. Can we? Have the map, at least. Is it for the old one or is it for the new one? That's probably new one, right? Oh, it's the old one, actually. Oh, it was not the there, right? Interesting. A mop as a DLC, my favorite. Ah, I see, Steve. Alright. Yeah, I wonder actually how it works. Is there both pages now? I mean, I can do it like differently. 1 second. I just need to open it on browser and then I'm gonna have everything properly. I could change the region of my account on Steam really. But I think whatever. I was gonna make a new one pro with a local region. Oh, they just added like the year into it. Okay, I see how it works. TM also. Damn son. That's how they did. So it is different page on Steam. Well, at least it is. Not real great. Okay, I see. Factorio-ish stuff. Alright. Those are also quite popular pretty much all the time there. Sonic Superstars. Yeah, Sonic is not farming too much, seems like there. And not farming that much. Marketing tactic to hide the bad rep original game. I mean, could be, but I'm not sure actually, really. It could be though. I don't know why wouldn't they even like go for the new franchise then though. Like it's not like the world or something was like that crazy insane in that one. That they couldn't just rebuild and do something new and cool, you know, I feel. But I guess game was kind of like, you know, mixed asset reuse. I don't feel like it. I feel like they do like all of it pretty much new though. It could be still just kind of like trying to use the rep, you know, like, you know, all publicity, you know, but publicity is also good basically. Is also publicity, so maybe that's why they decided to go for it. Because game wasn't particularly, you know, like hated or something. It was just mixed. But I guess it was also marketed quite well and everything, so they just decided to use the opportunity to ride on the name that is known. Maybe not in a good way. A Lizard with the gun. Number 38 in top wishlist is dude. What? Insane. And designs lore and the like. I mean, maybe, but I don't think designs. Lore maybe, though. Lore maybe, I'm not sure. I just don't remember the lore in the Lords of the Fallen, actually, and I'm not sure how good it is. Even though, to be honest, I mostly saw, like, LS playthroughs and speedruns, so yeah, I also kind of didn't really, like, look into it too much, into the lore and stuff. Hey, Dremota. 1,000 years after the first one, okay. I love the original marketing. Afraid to put 2 in this name. Alright. Both sequel and the soft reboot. Alright. Roxy's Erotic Life. Alright. Quality games. Yes, they're true. There might be like some like lore nuances that connect them, but that's probably only gonna be like, you know, the huge enjoyers of the original who will actually find it and understand it, I feel. We'll see though. The Alaskan Road Truckers. Furnish Master. The Agatha Christie game. Murder on the Orient Express. No less even. That's some classics there. Endless Dungeon. Number 28 and top wish listed too. Damn son. $30. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. A Kings of Sherwood here. This one I feel kinda does have some marketing going to, but it doesn't seem like super impressive. Good things about in this dungeon. A window hello. Someone already testing it, playing it or something. I mean, could be, could be. Shooter mask, true. I mean, yeah, maybe they had some sort of design document already with like a bunch of stuff written and stuff, so they decided to kind of save themselves the effort of, you know, the world building and everything. I'm just gonna use what they already have there. And maybe Seagull had to go with it last week. I see. Alright. That's nice. That might be interesting. That's gonna be something we're gonna play with more friends, actually. Could be nice. Could be nice. That could be nice. Slay the princess. Please don't. Damn, son. Fuck is that even? Psychological horror. Huh. That does seem kind of like conceptual there, alright, I guess. The Aura Hentai cards, and finally some good deck builders. Turku-chan in the Hentai Laboratory. I'll stick to deck building. It's time for someone to make like, you know, like the deck building or something game. No, they're just gonna construct the deck. The quality Coomer game material. Halloween Naughty Girls, huh? Oh, that's how you remember which date you're already on, I guess. All right. 3 minutes to 8. City Skylines 2 on. Holy shit, dude. Number 4 in top wish listed, brother. Yeah, the Paradox we're gonna be farming with this one, especially when the DLCs will start dropping. It's on Game Pass also. Which means I'm probably gonna check it then. I'm gonna check it then. Dark Envoy was the one we tried demo before. It's kind of like more combat centered, I guess, RPG. It was quite interesting. It was quite interesting. Like seemed like quite polished one and everything. We'll see, we'll see. Might be worth checking out. Then the Metal Gear Solids all over the place. There's 3 different ones. Master Collection Volume 1. Game 1, Game 2. Oh, it's free. That doesn't sound right. No. Oh, maybe they did do the old ones. Free ones. 3. Gear Solid. Steam is confused itself, I think. How people will be confused with that. Master Collection bonus content. Holy, they pumped a lot of stuff here. Everything got a whole bunch of followers in the wishlists there, seemingly. Alright. Pre-order bonus too. Goose Runner 2. York Hogs, hello. How we doing? A water hospital. Flip Witch Forbidden Sex Hex. Damn, son. The 204 in top wish listed, yeah? I found some Giga Coomer stuff there. Probably already in Sock's wish list or something. Kawaii Elf girls. Dice or Hugs dice. Sounds good, eh? Sounds good, eh? Succubus girl, eh? Jouissante. The free Dracula game, damn son. Literally just Dracula. Free to play RPG. Insane. See how as I say. Gonna adapt, gotta overcome. Make your own tools. Month of October, Pandemic Train. That's familiar. Which one was that? Oh, it's the Playway, alright, I see. Classic. And the Sugoi Adventures there, alright. The usual. Alright, done with that. Do this. Well, I mean, it's not like that crazy much stuff even in October and everything, by the looks of it. But yeah, considering the next fest, 9th to 16th of October, I think, and considering Cyberpunk with DLC, and those are the Fallen potentially too. October seemingly might be quite a busy one there. The THQ train game? Wait, which one was that? Which one was that? What did THQ do with them trains? Oh, the last train home. Oh, I remember. Yeah, that might be interesting, yeah. That one might be interesting. That's kind of alright too. Alright, let's go. Nice window, nice. Yeah, gonna hop on that soon too. I want Liza P first to finish, and then we gonna be on it. We'll join the fiesta. Alright, let's get to them news then. Where's the start? Should be here. There it is. There it is. So yeah, soon we're gonna hop on that too, but yeah, Liza P first. Liza P first. The next week start slowly to get back to like my proper schedule. Adding some time, kinda backwards. So starting like 11 or something. I need more hours for all the games to play, man. Time to get back to more of them hours. Then we'll see how the schedule will go in general. Next week, well actually Tuesday then will make kinda sense probably to be off. We'll see. Might be off, no, maybe will be one day, Tuesday or Wednesday. Guess we need to deal with some more bureaucracy. Gonna be another day of that. Alright, let's go. Whoop. Alright. EGDF calls for European Union regulation on non-negotiable contracts in the wake of Unity backlash. Trade body says proposed runtime fee is akin to anti-competitive market behavior. Alright. Describing Unity's change is unfortunate, adding that with these sudden and drastic changes, the engine firm has significantly damaged its reputation as a reliable and predictable business partner, and likened to move to anti-competitive market behavior that must be carefully monitored, and if required, the European competition authorities must step in. New install fees will limit game developers' freedom to conduct business as it pushes them to implement Unity ad-based business models even in games that otherwise would not have ad-based monetization. Furthermore, this will create a competitive disadvantage for those game distribution platforms that do not use ad-based monetization at all, e.g. subscription services and pay-per-download games, as Unity is de facto forcing them to increase their consumer fees compared to channels that allow the use of Unity's ad-based monetization tools. The install fees will lead to markets where game developers want to limit the downloads and try to avoid installs from the wrong players, and this can potentially kill part of the game market. For example, indie developers that have an unfortunate mix of being a success on the number of installs but that are struggling on to generate a revenue, or hyper-casual game studios based on combining a huge install base with minuscule revenue generated per game. The GDF called for a new regulatory framework at the EU level for unfair, non-negotiable B2B contract terms and for further R&D support for the European games industry. Commissions should introduce a specific regulation for non-negotiable B2B contract terms, and the regulation should provide sufficient time, e.g. in a minimum 6 months, for markets to react to significant changes in the non-negotiable terms and conditions that the service provider has communicated to their business users in a plain, clear, and understandable manner, e.g. how it is unclear how Unity counts the installs. Furthermore, Commission should bring a much-needed market certainty by banning retroactive pricing and contract changes. Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed, dude. Federation's post highlighted how Unity's new pricing structure would affect particularly small to medium developers and highlighted its impact on games education as well. Unity's decision will have a broader impact on the whole game industry ecosystem. Many professional game education institutions have built their curriculum on the Unity game engine. If Unity's new pricing model starts mass exodus from Unity's engine, it will lead to rapid changes in professional game education itself and place many young industry professionals who have built their career plans on mastering Unity's tools in a very difficult position. That's actually kind of like also opens like a different, you know, like question and the problem here. Like, how would you then study the game dev without attaching yourself to some sort of like, you know, some specific particular engine though? That's an interesting question. It's like you go study game dev and you study like, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same with coding though, in a way. Hey Zodiac, CS degree, well, just in general kind of. Well, the thing is like, it's not about the coding though. Like the game development is not just, you know, the development part. It's the knowledge of the engine. Like you might need some of that even as a game designer, for example. Like you want to do some sort of like, you have some idea for, you know, like mechanic, level, whatever, and you just want to get a quick, you know, prototype and stuff to test it if it will work and everything. So even like for game design and other things, you kind of need to have a little like a basics, you know, if you want to do the prototyping and stuff. So it's kind of a little wider than just game dev stuff. Can transfer knowledge to other engines, languages, you kind of bet. I mean, true, I do agree. But also in the same time, when you go study something, you kind of want, when you finish the studies, right? You want to get some sort of like opening, you know, right here and there. And that you want to apply and work. Otherwise, you get in situations like our educational system has, which I was the victim of. When you study something that, yeah, sure, you can transfer your knowledge and everything, but kind of no one really gives a shit about that. Because you studied something outdated and something useless already at this point. So it's just kind of like that. Then it raises another question: why even go for that when you can just like, you know, study it on your own and just, you know, adjust and study whatever you want instead of like following some curriculum? Which is also a valid question, but, you know, talking from the perspective when you actually go... There are like different reasons why people should, why people could go and study something. You need the flexibility, adaptability for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you need to be very, like, agile. Let's put it that way when it comes to IT, that I know from my friends also. Like, all of us studied, but only few of us who actually went on that market and succeeded there. Only few of us are, you know, successful even after all the studies, because you need to constantly learn. It's never ending and unending process for sure. Like, I do agree, but yeah, that doesn't mean you can't adjust after finishing. It's pretty tiring. Yep. And then imagine when you're not, you know, like 20, 30, but you're getting like 40, 50 more. Imagine then. That's gonna be probably already completely a different story. And when you already have like family, you know, kids and everything, other things to care about, and you need to constantly like adapt, you know, move to follow the market so you don't lose. You don't lose your spot and everything. That's why my friend in the end like started, like not started, he already kind of did move to like the system analyst and everything. So like he's less dependent on, you know, like kind of like the active knowledge sorta, but he still needs to like constantly kind of keep himself, you know, on the edge of the technology. And learning new things keeps the brain young and pumping. I mean, I do agree. Yeah, absolutely. It's just the fact that like you go to study, like to school or something, and you study something that might end up just being kind of like completely borked just because, you know, company decided to do some PPG things, and by the time you graduate, you have like skill that no one really wants. Which sure you can adjust and switch to something else, but then why did you even like go study that shit? Let's put it that way. So that's an interesting question here. Also, the interesting question here. I do kind of agree to some extent if it's like coding centered, sure. Like if it's coding centered, you should just learn the basics. You should learn, you know, algorithmization and stuff like this to understand how things work, and then language will be just, you know, the carcass for that knowledge. You can just like, you know, switch skins basically. The main weapon stays the same. It's your knowledge and all. But with game development is a little more tricky though. I feel it's a little more tricky. Still doable, but yeah. That's a really valid concern. That's a really valid concern. But I don't know how to get out of this though. Like it's either just like learning something kind of like Godot or something, completely open source and everything. And then, you know, people who are graduating just, you know, learn something commercial now if you want or something. Which pretty much was how we were studying. Like it wasn't open source though, but yeah, we were studying outdated shit because it was free to use. Like, you know, like Windows, I don't remember which Windows server we did use, like 2000 or something back then, or even earlier. Don't remember, but yeah, basically we were like all the stuff we were using back then was the stuff that was already too outdated, so it was free to use. That's why university was using that shit pretty much. Except some things that were kind of like, you know, having some educational licenses, but most of the stuff we were just using because it was outdated and free. And also because in a lot of the curriculums and stuff, at least in Russia, for example, the bureaucracy is so hardcore that, like, making new program that will be fresh and adjusted to the modern standards and stuff will take forever. So that's why we had lectures about, like, you know, LPT port, for example, when, like, our PCs at home already didn't have LPT ports. Like, we saw them, we knew them, right, still from back then, but, like, no one already had them even, but we were still studying that shit because the program is so, like, slow to be updated and, you know, adjusted to the reality that it takes forever. So you end up just, like, learning things that are already outdated by the time you learn them. It was all useless. That was all useless. The only people who actually went and started working in the field that we were studying were the people who already started working while studying. Sometimes instead of studying, sorta. And they were more successful. Everyone who just got those diplomas and everything, they didn't give us shit. And that's probably kind of the same case here, I feel like. Let's see, stay away, say. Hey, Axel, hello. How we doing? Good, yeah. I feel like this is something that is hard to solve though. With sticking to like a one language, a one engine, you probably kind of like inevitably might end up in this situation. Unless it's open source. But open source doesn't open you like the career perspective that easily right after graduating. Because I think that's the main thing what people want from all the schools, right? And universities and stuff. Like they go there to study, not to get skills and stuff. They will go there to get a job after. And getting skills is kind of like part of that. And then if you study something that doesn't really get you a job opportunity, then it's bad. Oh, actually, I see. It probably are ligaments. I know the feel. I did the same. I still have like my ankle, like the bone there a little swollen for a while already. Took a while. If you can still walk even though it's painful as fuck, then it's not broken. Probably just more, maybe not even torn, but like overstretched or something. If you have like a huge, you know, like the what's the name? Can't really stand on it. Then that's probably that. Then it's probably that. Yeah, probably tear or a big stretch. I had that, yeah. It will pass in a few days. Was quite painful though, I have to say. My right leg is very unlucky with that kind of shit. So yeah, it's not even about, you know, learning the languages and stuff, but yeah, about your career plans, sorta. But I do agree if you go in anything IT, you need to probably like try to study the way you can always switch to something else, because yeah, the meta in IT changing way too fast. SCX, alright. Well, if you go into GP already, you should be good. Then go anywhere really. You just passed after a few days. It was quite brutal though. Like the leg was very swollen. It was quite an experience. Starfield is the 5th biggest game launch in Europe this year, so far. And that is without Game Pass data. Starfield was number 1, digital plus physical. With no Game Pass. Launch sales ahead of Final Fantasy 16 and Resident Evil 4, behind Hogwarts Legacy, Diablo 4, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Well, no surprise there. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Well, I mean, that's still pretty good though. That's pretty good. Not super hard, I guess, to go ahead of Final Fantasy 16. But yeah, with Resident Evil 4 and everything, that seems nice, especially since it's still without a Game Pass. It just about comes ahead of Forza Horizon 4 as the biggest Xbox launch this generation across Europe. Star Wars was so big, it was quite big, yeah. Star Wars was a big thing. It kind of like also like, you know, went down pretty fast though, because of the amazing, you know, tech issues on launch and stuff. Titanfall in 3rd spot. Holy shit. The digital deals Titanfall propelled bogeys back in the top 10. Insane. A glorious Titanfall. Going crazy there. Yeah, this shit too. Unity reportedly told Dev Planned Parenthood and Children's Hospital are not valid charities. Engine firm previously said that charity games would be exempt from proposed runtime fee. Hey, Blakey. Developers of indie puzzle game Organizer. It's an interesting one, I guess. Claimed that Unity said organizations like Planned Parenthood are not valid charities and are instead political groups. Well, everything is gonna be political when you don't want to, to waive the fees. In the blog post, the EU-based developer Lizard Factory said the plans to charge developers up to 20 cents per install if they reach certain thresholds would cost them around 30% of the funds we have gathered and already sent to charity. As Unity clarified, the runtime fee will not apply to charity games. Lizard Factory reached out to the company to clarify their game would be exempt from the plan. However, Unity reportedly said their partners were not valid charities and were viewed as political groups. Profits made from the game go directly to non-profit organization Planned Parenthood and CS Mod Children's Hospital, Michigan. Did this to raise money for a good cause, not to line the coffers of greedy scumbags. We have been solid Unity fanboys for over 30 years, but the trust is scattered all over the floor. Developers considering a move to open source game engine Godot, but we will have to recode our entire game because we refuse to give you a dime. This Mafia style shakedown, nothing more, nothing less. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Well, yeah, that's more about the fact that, it's more about when you don't want to remove the fees and that devs need to pay you, then everything's gonna be political. Don't think it is. Nowadays you can try to get everything. We'll go back on the payment plan, we'll get there. Well, this is news recap, we need to get through everything what happened there. Not just jumped right to the end of it. Nowadays, people try to make everything political. And I guess there are some PPG charities, but PR problem either way. Unity supports child murder. Well, I mean, depends on the place. Depends on the place you're talking about it. PPG is gonna find something to dislike anywhere. Can't avoid that. Payday 3 drops Denuvo days before launch. Controversial DRM software's owner, Erdetto, claims the software does not cause performance issues. But I repeat it as a mantra already at this point. Developer revealed the news on X just 3 days before release, informing fans that the game will no longer include Denuvo. In July, fans on Reddit confirmed that Denuvo was incorporated into the game, providing screenshots via Steam. PC players have long alleged that DRM software caused performance drops and issues, resulting in games like Doom Eternal and Metro Exodus dropping Denuvo's anti-piracy system. That's like the whole lore behind that, but yeah. The voice is unfortunately not sufficient to convince people because we are not trusted in their mind as a starting point in that debate. Now they just need to add servers. Yeah, I guess servers are still running Denuvo though, and that's why performance is bad. Either way, open source wins. Yeah, open source is winning. I mean, the variety of the engines winning in general. And that's good. Oh, that's good. Open source or not, the variety in engines and competition is a good thing. No matter what they're gonna do with Unity, we'll get there. Soon. Ghostwire Tokyo surpasses 6 million players. The action-adventure game, which released in March 2022 on PS5 and PC and April 2023 on Xbox Series X and S, reached 5 million players in June. I got one more million in like 3 months. Not too bad. Not too bad. But I mean, from adding the whole new platform, probably. Yeah, right. Elder Scrolls 6 launching no earlier than 2026, according to Microsoft Core document. Yeah, all this stuff there. Yeah, so there was a whole bunch of leaks. I'm gonna go through some of them there. So yeah, they plan, yeah, expected 2026 or later. This is already more or less a new though. Like Starfield first half of 2023, so it's already adjusted one. A Redfall first half of 2023. Well, I mean, not super adjusted, but like a couple years old maybe or something, or year old even. Because the Redfall date is true, Starfield date is not yet. The final delay at least wasn't accounted for. But yeah, I think the later part here is... yeah, not or later, but actually later. Most likely. Most likely. I doubt they will make it that fast there. These are 2022 documents. Okay, I see. 2026 is like giga optimistic. I really doubt it's gonna be 2026. I very much doubt it. I think there were some other numbers too in some other documents too. I would assume it's gonna be like way later. Don't see it happening in 2026. Xbox head Phil Spencer considered acquiring Nintendo and Warner Brothers Interactive at one point. Yeah, in August 2020, Phil Spencer mulled the prospects of buying Nintendo or Valve and said Microsoft's board are fully supportive on either if opportunity arises. Thought outside investment in Nintendo might create more opportunity for Microsoft, but I don't think a hostile action would be a good move. Hey Rev, hello. How we doing? They make it less of a Bethesda game. They make it exactly the most of the Bethesda game. Probably even more than Starfield there. That I'm pretty sure. Because that's Bethesda. I wouldn't expect anything else from them. Especially since Todd is still on board and that's going to be the last game of Todd. So I think it's going to be the ultimate Bethesda game, you know. Maybe after Todd is gone, maybe after that they will start, you know, experiment a little bit with the formula. But yeah, for the mainline Elder Scrolls games, I don't think they're going to change much. Zero, I see. Doing good, man. Doing good. Doing good. I'm dealing with some of the news. Gonna go for some barbecue after to our friends. Feels good. Feels good. So they did want to actually buy the fucking Valve even. I don't know how much would it cost even to get Valve or Nintendo. As Microsoft has that much money even. Confidentially, we have two fairly active M&A discussions in gaming right now. Spencer writes in the email, Warner Brothers Interactive and ZeniMax. I won't say Warner Brothers and Zenny is Nintendo, but both are for sale and gettable by us if things align. Explain the biggest obstacle with Warner Brothers Interactive is IP ownership, as even after the potential acquisition, Xbox wouldn't own any of the IP. Then why would you even need Warner Brothers, dude? Like, outside of IPs, they like... They're not needed, dude, I feel. Like that's, in my opinion, the whole goal of the acquisition. Like, you buy it for IP. Like, I mean, sure, like, studio, right, devs and everything. Like, yeah, there are, like, probably, like, really good studios with really good devs and everything. But I think it would be way cheaper to just try to, like, headhunt some good devs and build a new studio out of them. Instead of like overpaying to get the already existing one. And without IPs, all those studios are like not even that needed, I feel. These two, I see. Yeah, I think Todd wanted to retire after Elder Scrolls and the last one, the sixth one. I think he said he'll retire. Biggest obstacle is ZeniMax Media's valuation expectation of founders before, and nothing that he thinks it's likely one or both of these happen, which will help us continue to double down on our gaming relevance. The Scrolls 6 remastered then? That's our like grandchildren will play that probably, I feel, if the speed of remastering will be the same. Court docs reveal Microsoft is planning Xbox Series X refresh with new controller in 2024. So now it's gonna be round. Now adorably all digital. 4K Gen 9 console gaming, more internal storage, a faster Wi-Fi, reduced power, more immersive controller, beautiful redesign that elevates the all digital experience of the Xbox ecosystem. Same great price, $499. That's good at least. Switch U? Could be, could be. New Xbox controller. The world's best controller now playing on the screen near you. Sustainability. Rechargeable and swappable battery. That's really good, man. That's very good. Repair and disassembly. Nice, nice. Play anywhere Xbox Wireless, Direct to Cloud, Bluetooth 5.2, seamless pair and switch, new mobile app features, alright, immersion, haptic feedback, VCA haptics double as speakers, accelerometer, acquire buttons and thumbsticks. Familiar Xbox feel durable and reliable. Nice, nice. Then USD AliExpress controller does that, by the way. That's good as long as they're actually decent. I did some, like, I did try some, like, rip-off controllers. They were garbage most of the time, sadly. Sadly, most of them are garbo, so that's why I got myself DualSense instead. There's also Elwood. Oh, Xbox Series S also. Best value in next-gen gaming once again undisputed. So they're redoing this one even. More internal storage, faster Wi-Fi, reduced power, right? Internal storage for games 1 terabyte, all new more immersive controller, a new south bridge to modernize I/O and sustainability efforts, a Wi-Fi 6E, a Bluetooth 5.2, low power standby mode, increased use of PCR and housing, 100% recyclable packaging. That's the important part. So basically, old Xbox Series S probably just can go straight to the garbage. Because like the Series S already a lot of companies complain about. And I feel they're gonna just throw it under the bus with the new Series S. Like Series X, for example, still gonna stay relevant. But Series S, old series, probably gonna start suffering very fast. Where would they even do that cylinder? No idea, actually. Yeah, that I don't know. Now, Series S right now is good, but a lot of devs already complaining about it because the performance is pretty bad. Like Baldur's Gate was complaining about it, some other games were complaining about it. Like it's really hard to like make the version for it because it's very limited in capacity. In performance capacities. And when the new one will be out, improved and upgraded, they probably very soon start to abandon the support of the old S. Yes, Steve, I see. Just don't let it run Baldur's Gate. Well, that's what's gonna happen. But, you know, if the game starts skipping it, then who's gonna buy it then? It's just gonna be kind of like weird for people who bought it for 300 bucks, right? And then there's a new one now for also 300 bucks, and you just kind of already start skipping games. Well, the new one not gonna be skipping games. Like, bruh. Come on. Playing Baldur's Gate on console, a lot of people. Steve does. My friend does, for example. There's a lot of people playing it on console. And I mean, like, the thing is, like, it's like the Series S is the Game Pass machine. That's why people get it. That's why the most popular. That's why they're also moving this one to digital only now, because it's all like the Xbox is the Game Pass machine, almost exclusively. And then again, like, you get the Game Pass, right? You have like games on Game Pass, and something just doesn't run. Come on, dude. That's come on. Just because there is new updated version of your console that you need to buy for the full price again. That sucks. That sucks. That is not very XQCL. Leaked Microsoft doc indicates Xbox is working on Oblivion remaster, Fallout 3 remaster, Dishonored 3, and more. There it is. Yeah. Get out. That's what we get. That's what we get. A Doom Eternal DLC, that was 20. This is the old one. This is probably from 18, I would assume. Or like 19, maybe. Because financial year 20 expectations, estimate rather. So this is the old plan, obviously. As you can see, you know, like we were supposed to have the Indiana Jones game already since last year, which we totally didn't get there. Yeah, no. Fallout Worlds, Fallout 76, yeah. That's some, like, update for 76 they were planning, seems like. Because there's Fallout Wastelanders, which is the Fallout 76 update that brought NPCs and quests and stuff. So then there's Fallout Worlds, and that would be the 76 update. Which one did we get since then? Brotherhood of Steel we got. We got, not the Prim. The Pit. Then that's pretty much it for now. They're gonna be Atlanta next, in December rather. Could need the new Fallout Tactics. Well, that ain't happening probably anytime soon, I think. The original Fallout Tactics actually flopped even back then, so... Unless they're gonna, like, you know, they're gonna start giving the franchise to some other side studios, then maybe. I mean, I do like Fallout Tactics, though. It was really good. Well, as a tactics game, maybe it wasn't perfect, but overall was nice, though. I do really like it. And story was also like some giga fanfic, but it was alright. Project Ubu. Yeah, so this one is like way behind the schedule. So like we're also supposed to get Elder Scrolls 6 already next year. That ain't happening for sure. But yeah, Oblivion remasters and stuff, that well, that kinda seems plausible. Solid Snake, hello. The Giga fanfic, I mean, it was sort of. I give it though, like Bethesda, for example, in that fanfic totally saw some inspiration. We got the Brotherhood on the Zeppelins, right? We got the cure for mutations and the cure for sterility of the mutants that we got in Fallout 4 later too. We got the White Knight Brotherhood also basically in Fallout 3, just like in Tactics pretty much, that recruits everyone from the street and stuff. So like, I feel like they were like, you know, oh, this game is like not canon, so we can use it to salvage it for content for our shit. And even the AI boss sort of, in a way, if you think about it, that also is like Fallout Tactics, you know, somewhat. So I feel like they did use the wrong game for inspirations. They didn't play the first two games, but they probably did try Fallout Tactics, you know, because that one didn't seem that dated or something. Story was pretty basic for Fallout. Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah. It wasn't bad, it was just kind of weird. A little bit. Yeah, Morrowind Remaster, I kind of theorized that Morrowind Remaster is probably not happening because they don't want to, like, like, they probably think that the Morrowind, just like many people still think and say, we even had that conversation many times in chat, people think that Morrowind is like very unfriendly for the new frogs, which, I mean, kind of true. But if they start, changing the concept of Morrowind to make it like more accessible, then they also gonna, I feel like ruin the charm. And that's why they're not really doing it. And also probably because Morrowind will be like way harder to voice act, way more text and everything there. So they kind of not going for it yet. Maybe at some point they will, but I actually I don't see the need in any Bethesda games remasters, honestly, except for very old ones, like super old ones, right? Because like you still get to install Morrowind, you put some mods in, and it looks good and it runs good and no problems. You take Oblivion and you can like make it fucking lag on my like 2080, for example, because of all the shadows and stuff. You can make eye candy out of the games anyway, just with mods. Like, I don't really think. I mean, I see why they are doing it, because, you can't really, like, sell the game and say, yo, guys, this game actually works and it looks good, you just need to install this, and this. They can't really do that, so they want to just, like, sell it, already out of the box, everything works. So I can see that, but yeah, for Morrowind, I kind of doubt they're gonna do it. Because it's like a little unappealing for the new frogs. I do like it though. I like this unfriendliness of Morrowind. I actually like the combat system. I legit and ironically like more than anything else so far, like Oblivion and stuff. Fallout 3 also is the same reason you don't even need to remaster. Just put some mods and it's good and it looks good and it works good, plays good and everything. Dice rolls under the hood a bit inaccessible. It's a little different though, like turn-based and the top-down and stuff. It's a little like easier to convey the dice rolls because you have like like this like animation from the side of someone like swinging, and you can say, oh, he missed, right? And in Morrowind, you just like stay right in front of the enemy, and the sword goes through him, but you miss, and it's just kind of like, bro, the fuck. Same was like with Fallout 3. In Fallout 3 initially they also got the skill checks somewhat. Like you could like shoot into someone and still kind of miss, even though like it goes there. And they removed it in Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was plain shooter already. In 3 it was still there to some extent. Like there were some like weird situations when you like shoot someone and you see like HP is not really moving much. Not just in VODs. That's the same in Oblivion actually. Like people think like Oblivion is like better in terms of the system, but it's still the same. It's just like instead of completely missing and not doing any damage, you have hits that do like, like cheap damage basically, and then you have hits that do proper damage, right? So instead of missing, they kind of made like the weak attacks, I guess. So it's still the same dice rolls under the hood, but at least you don't feel that you're like not even hitting. So it's kind of smart actually, even though in the end it's still the same system, I feel, like in Morrowind. Remember that in 3, I think it's really noticeable with like machine guns and stuff, like miniguns and shit. Like you just like see like like it goes in there, but it doesn't damage them much. I think it's kind of the same as Oblivion. Like you might see some shots just like very low damage. In Oblivion, it's easy to see though. In Oblivion, it's way more noticeable compared to like Fallout 3, for example. Yeah, in VODs for sure. Yeah, VODs is like plain missing. Yeah, but like even the regular shooting through the aim. You don't really like miss, but you deal this like super small damage, I think. I think that was the case. I don't remember which gun I noticed it with, but I remember something like that. And I mean, that's why in 4, for example, they removed like all those weapon stats and stuff, you just shoot. You hit on your screen, you hit full damage, everything in-game. But yeah, I'm not sure though. Like about the remasters, if I would ever get my hands on them, I would like that would be just an excuse for me to replay like Fallout 3, for example. Oblivion I kind of finished like this year, so like I don't even miss it yet. But Fallout 3 I would probably play remaster. But if I would need to buy it full price and stuff, no, fuck that shit. I ain't getting that, not on release then for sure. Play Starfield? Nope. I need to find time for that. Probably going to be November. For now, November seems kind of empty, so I probably will do that. In November, probably. Because I want to. I really want to. I do really want to. But yeah, what we also see here is the Doom Year Zero and the DLC for Doom Year Zero. We'll see what that's gonna be. That's actually kind of interesting because there's nothing from id for a while. And since that was pre-COVID stuff, maybe that did affect their like pipeline hard. So we don't hear anything from id. Like Indiana Jones already delayed in like I think they said we're gonna see something soon about the Indiana Jones game, and it's still probably like a couple of years away from release, at least. I would assume. So all these numbers you basically, well, even like looking at Starfield we were supposed to get where was it? 21, right? Yeah, it was supposed to be in 2021. We got it in 2023, like late. So you basically can already add like 2-3 years to these numbers. So the Elder Scrolls expect like past 20. Oh, yeah, fits really. So like 26, 27, I would say. And 26 looks like very optimistic. Way too optimistic. Yeah, it's fiscal year too. Yeah, true. So yeah, we're gonna get it in like I would say 27 is the earliest probably, and I really doubt it. Like if Indiana Jones will be like out next year, then it kinda this like 2-year difference kinda does work. And then we should learn soon about the Doom Year Zero. Dishonored 3, I kind of do believe. There were like rumors that they allowed kind of Arcane, not even allowed, but kind of like making Arcane to return to their roots, you know, to the proper games after the Redfall disaster. So we'll see. That does seem like it might happen. Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, not sure though. Even though we just saw that in 6 million players, that's pretty good. But I think actually, like paying players that bought the game instead of playing on Game Pass, there weren't that many. Like the 6 million with Game Pass, with PlayStation Plus, and with releasing on all platforms and consoles. So, well, except Switch, I think, right? So, yeah, not sure if we're gonna see the Ghostwire Tokyo sequel. And also the Tango Gameworks already got like a little shuffle in leadership since Mikami left. So not sure if we're gonna get the Ghostwire Tokyo sequel. But everything else might be quite real. It's weird though that it's Bethesda basically with id and everyone and the arcade and stuff, but there's so many titles. You don't get that much stuff from them ever. It's like Elder Scrolls or whatever. Online is fine. Like it's like new Doom, Indiana Jones, a bunch of remasters, new Elder Scrolls, DLC for Starfield, the Doom DLC too. Some new project, another new project, some licensed IP game, so third like random project, and like bruh, that ain't Bethesda, man. I don't believe that. Yes, they true. The new Halo, yeah, not sure about that one. Not sure that one we're gonna see anytime soon. A leaked Microsoft docs indicate Xbox is planning next-gen hybrid console for 2028. So... what do we have? Next-generation hybrid game platform capable of leveraging combined power of the client and cloud. Deliver deeper immersion and entirely new classes of game experiences. Optimized for real-time gameplay and creators, will enable new levels of performance. Alright, cool story, bro. Silicon Q1, year 23. Co-design with AMD or licensed AMD IP Navi 5, balancing a desire for flexible programmable ML silicon versus high-performance silicon for targeted workloads. Some more flexible stuff, alright. Unlocking TinoS for less than $99. Consumer or handheld devices. The fuck that does though? Next gen DirectX ray tracing, dynamic global illumination, micro polygon rendering optimizations. Alright. Yes, so year 2028 they plan. Immersive game and app platform. Cloud hybrid games. This maybe, well, no, there is hardware though, so I have a feeling we could expect actually Elder Scrolls or something happen on 28. So it's gonna be like the launch, you know, exclusive or something. Especially since, like, you know, like the app platform and everything, they can just like lock it on that platform on PC too. So some sort of like, well, best case new launcher or like Microsoft Store or something. Worst case, some like new fucking shitfest that we'll need to deal with. That will be like partially cloud or something in 28. Still gonna be cloud by then? Well, that's why they're making it hybrid. There's gonna be some cloud too. Less actual next-gen hardware and just use cloud. Sort of, yeah, it's gonna be combined. It's gonna be combined. Hybrid game platform. Combined power of the client and cloud. Which, I mean, does kind of sound smart. So they can, like, have some sort of, like, client-server system, right? So some stuff will be calculated on the server in the cloud, and some actions that require more kind of, you know, like, not more, but less delay and everything, they can handle on the device. That is kind of smart, I guess. See how it'll actually go, though, in the end. Dev kits arriving in 27 before the launch in 28. Well, if dev kits in 27, that'll be kind of tricky, probably, to for them to do, like, the launch exclusive out of Elder Scrolls. Always online for literally everything? Yep. That probably will be the case. Unless there will be some way to kind of like, you know, like with some PlayStation Now, I think, games where you could actually kind of like, you know, download them and play them not in cloud. Maybe that will be possible, but that will be, you know, like less performance, for example, worse resolution, this kind of stuff. Maybe. Maybe. See what you guys see. I mean, that's quite common nowadays, yeah. Phil Spencer addresses massive Xbox leak in new statement. You've seen the conversation around old emails and documents. Hard to see our team's work shared in this way because so much has changed and there's so much to be excited about right now. And in the future, we'll share the real plans when we are ready. Verge obtained a more in-depth memo sent to Xbox employees. Here it is in full. Team today, several documents submitted in the court proceedings related to our proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard were unintentionally disclosed. I know it's disappointing, even if many of the documents are well over a year old and our plans have evolved. I also know we will take the confidentiality of our plans and our partners' information very seriously. This leak obviously is not us living up to that expectation. We'll learn from what happened and be better going forward. I'll put incredible amounts of passion and energy into our work, and this is never how we want that hard work to be shared with the community. That said, there is so much more to be excited about, and when we are ready, we'll share the real plan with our players. In closing, I appreciate all of the work that you pour into Team Xbox to surprise and delight our players. In the days and weeks ahead, let's stay focused on what we can control, continuing amazing success as Starfield, the upcoming launch of the incredible and accessible Forza Motorsport, and continuing to build game services and devices that millions of players can enjoy. Phil. The wool stand fell off them. Well, the controller's on it though. The controllers are fine at least. The wool lie, yeah. True. Gonna share the real plans when they are ready. It's interesting how lately, like, the best, you know, like, insights and what's happening in the industry we're getting from the leaked stuff from, like, the court documents. What a time to be alive. Marvel Spider-Man 2 has gone gold. Gold thrilled to share news ahead of Spider-Man 2 PS5 launch on October 20, 2023 with a few words from the Gamescast. So they got a gold, and now then no delays. No delays. Well, I mean, we did have some delays out of the gold situation, but I doubt it's gonna be this time. Evil Dead the game will not receive any more content. Switch version cancelled. I thought this one doing a little better than this, but yeah, I guess that died very fast. Made decision not pursue the development of new content for Evil Dead the game. We also confirmed that we will not be releasing a Nintendo Switch version of the game. Keep the servers up for foreseeable future and address any major issues that arise. On behalf of the entire team at Saber, thank you for all groovy times and your continued support. Yeah, release was pretty. On release, that was pretty big. I remember there was like the balancing issues and stuff, and yeah, I guess like it died quite fast after release. That's like that happens a lot, man. I feel like it's like happened to many live service games at this point. You get something that is like super pog in the start, and then just like falling off super fast. And I'm not sure why even. Well, I think part of the reason maybe is just because like all the big stuff gets all the like the streamers and everything on. Everyone hops on the hype train and stuff, and then, you know, streamers move on. People start moving on too, and then it's just kind of like, you know, the snowball, because like less players, you know, the worse matchmaking, worse lobbies, you know, you encounter more of the same nerds who just like kind of like, you know, demolish you and everything, and you just kind of like quit out of this shit. And this one was also not free to play, right? So it's also kind of like harder to maintain the player base, you know, in healthy amounts, I guess, for the matchmaking and everything. What about the switchers? Wait, what about switchers? Oh, that they could get new players from the Switch and stuff? I mean, maybe. Maybe. I don't think it would be enough, though, probably. Callisto Protocol director Glenn Schofield leaves the studio. Steve Paputzis named CEO. Yeah, sorta. Yeah, they canceled the Switch version now. They're not gonna happen. Glenn Schofield, founder of Striking Distance Studios and director of its first game, The Callisto Protocol, announced he's departing the company. Rip that dude. I think the CEO and CFO also left, right? Newly appointed CEO. Yeah, I think CEO and CFO also were already left before. So it looks like Krafton is, you know, out for blood there. Or they decided to peace out before it even starts, you know. Yeah, probably. And yeah, suffer layoffs, letting go of 32 employees. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to be these guys now. Like the main selling point was, you know, like the creator of original Dead Space making something like Dead Space. Then it fucking failed. Now there is no Dead Space or kinda Dead Space, and there is no creator of it either. So like, you know, what's the point of the studio even? Guess they got some experience now with making something like that, so maybe they'll try to do some more horror stuff. Oh yeah, that's the dinkest announcement, man. Ubisoft announces Tom Clancy's The Division 3, appoints new series producer. That surely will help. Julian Girardi has been appointed executive producer for the Tom Clancy's Division brand. Julian will oversee all games and products, including Tom Clancy's The Division 3, led by Massive Entertainment, who is actively building a team for the game. When was Division 2? 2018, right? Or something? Like 19 latest. Ubisoft says Division 2 will remain well supported even while Massive works on Division 3. We may have over 40 million players, but Division is still in its early years as a franchise. So many incredible stories to tell, places to explore, and people to protect. I think that we delivered that with Tom Clancy's Division, cutting-edge visuals, incredible gameplay, promise to the player that they can't get this experience anywhere else, and then again with Tom Clancy's Division 2. About refinement, it's about pushing the quality bar consistently forward. Still working on free-to-play one? Yeah, there's free-to-play stuff too, I think. That's such a weird decision, I don't know. 2 wasn't really bad, from what I heard at least, right? I remember people actually liked it, but they were liking it for like 2 days. And then it was just already, you know, all content done. Like, I remember like seeing it live basically with like people tuning in. I played the demo of Division 2. And I wasn't really sure if I'm gonna play the full version, and then I just like, you know, like was like streaming, playing something, and people were just like rolling in chat, like, oh, like, how's Division? Oh, I'm already like, you know, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, you know, like a couple days in, they were already kind of done with everything. 2 free at some point? I think so, yeah. At some point, they sold it first for like $3, and I think in Russia it was like $1.50, and for that price, I was like, bro, might as well. Maybe it'll be like, you know, a complete gaming drought, and I can play that, whatever. But yeah, now it's gonna be the 3rd one. I don't know, it just feels kind of weird. Like, why? It was also kind of like random announcement in a tweet. Like, the fuck, alright. It still might be a ways to go, though. They need to finish Star Wars Outlaws, and they're starting to build the team for the game, so it still might be like, you know, long time. Since they didn't even start, it's just building the team. And nowadays, like, people say that, you know, like the cycle for a game is like 7 years sometimes. Especially when we talk live service games. Well, okay, like the Star Wars Jedi Survivor was like 3.5 years, which they were really proud of, and we got this buggy mess on release, right? So like, let's say 4 years already or something. That, I mean, kind of makes sense then to make Division 3. And for now, still pumping Division 2, I guess. Seize the USA, do it, do it. So it's kind of like not even like that. It's kind of like, you know, the Blizzard style announcement that they did with this like survival game that they're making, right? They're like, oh, we're like looking for, you know, people to work on our new survival game. Done. Well, this time at least they kind of gave the name and everything, so yeah. Hey, Dink Memes. Star Wars Jedi 3 is on the way? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like obvious that it is. The question is when, though. But yeah, I'm not really surprised. I'm not really surprised. Would be surprised if there would be none. They pumping sales and stuff with it, so. A UK regulator grants preliminary approval to Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition. Does the Republic 2 end? Well, they first need to remake the first one as they plan. Maybe after that. Maybe. So yeah, they got the preliminary approval already. Oh yeah, this one. A new deal instead results in the cloud streaming rights for Activision games being transferred to an independent player, Ubisoft, maintaining open competition as the market for cloud gaming develops over the coming years. Well, the restructured deal is materially different to the previous transaction and substantially addresses most concerns. CMA has limited residual concerns that certain provisions in the sale of Activision's cloud streaming rights to Ubisoft could be circumvented, terminated, or not enforced. To address these concerns, Microsoft has offered remedies to ensure that the terms of the sale of Activision's right to Ubisoft are enforceable by the CMA. CMA provisionally concluded that this additional protection should resolve those residual concerns. CMA has now opened a consultation until October 6th on Microsoft proposed remedies. So they're selling the rights, the cloud rights for the Activision games to Ubisoft. I don't know like why and how they were picking the partner for that and why Ubisoft out of everyone, but I mean, I guess. Could they find someone like better suited for... I guess they couldn't find someone better suited for cloud, because that would be like, you know, also like, you know, already like some player in the market getting like some bigger like share of the market now. So they picked someone who is pretty much kind of like not present in cloud market, I guess. Because Ubisoft, I think, isn't there whatsoever, right? Esiste USA. Yeah, that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. It's nice that, like, it's actually kind of funny, even, like, how, you know, like, the European, UK regulators and stuff, like, basically just kind of, like, making the gaming sphere a better place in a way. Like, the actual, you know, competition stuff being managed. That's very good. Tales of the Shire is a cozy Lord of the Rings game coming next year. Developed by Weta Workshop, a New Zealand-based special effects and props company, worked on Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. And published by Private Division, Tales of the Shire promises to let players live their best cozy hobbit life. Division revealed little about the game with its announcement yesterday, although it did release a teaser trailer that captures the vibes of living in the Shire. The teaser. Let's see. Let's see what kind of teaser we have. The Giga teaser, basically none of the game whatsoever. None of the game. Or will there be? A strong wind there. They close the book like this. VD4. Well, yeah, that was a very teasing teaser, that's for sure. A very teasing teaser there. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. What we gonna get there. Most Xbox Game Pass subscribers pay full price. Court documents also show a Game Pass has almost doubled the user base as Xbox Live Gold in April 2022. Majority pay full price and use the service on console. Interesting. PC is not even getting there. Digital gaming ecosystem as of April 2022, which showed that of 33.6 billion subscriptions on its Xbox consoles, 21.9 million were for Game Pass, with the remaining 11.7 million being Xbox Live Gold. Microsoft announced Game Pass had a total of 25 million subscribers just a few months before. More than 20% of the service's users were on console. Company also declared that Game Pass net revenue per subscription was 9.26, just shy of the 9.99 price tag, suggesting most subscribers pay full price. This has grown 14% over the previous quarter and 12% over the previous year. Could he not pay full price? I mean, I guess they probably mean, you know, like all the promos that people were using. That people still actually kind of be using. There are some ways, apparently, to get some insane amount of, like, very cheap free stuff there. First few months were like $1. Bro, my, like, first half a year was, like, $1. And then I returned for this $1 for 3 months multiple times also until they turned it off completely. Xbox Live had the 112 million quarterly active users at the time. Of these, 51.3 million were on console, 48.7 million of those were actively playing games. Wait, where else would you have Xbox Live though? 39.7 billion were classed as monetized users, of which 1.5 million were new, meaning 35% of Xbox Live users are spending additional money on Xbox. Alright. See what you can say. You mean Game Pass? Game Pass is really good. I do play some Lies of P on that now. And then I'm gonna play some more stuff on that too. Feels very good, man. Like Starfield, for example. Over 500 developers joined Unity protest against runtime fee policy. Magic Tavern, Lion Studios, Machine Zone are among the latest studios to sign a collective letter against Unity's proposed changes. I think the end number was like 900 or something. Like, yeah, last week it was 16. Then it's 500, and I think it was already like 900 or something, the last one. See what you can see. Them savings. Starfield reaches 10 million players. Bethesda's space-themed RPG released September 6th after a short early access period from August 31st. Yeah, this is obviously including the Game Pass numbers too. But according to estimations, it should be at least like 3 million copies sold or something on Steam alone. So not too bad. And as we saw also based on the performance, they sold more than Resident Evil 4. They sold more than Final Fantasy 16. But they sold short of Zelda, which is, you know, obvious. Would be interesting to see someone who will sell more than Zelda. Less than Hogwarts and less than Diablo 4. So they did still sell quite well. Even considering the amount of people who play on Game Pass. And they also bumped the sales of Xbox hard. Okay, and I would have guessed more. True, stay true. I do think that would be more people playing it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. And yeah, here we go again. Hogwarts Legacy back at number 1. Starfield fallen to number 8 following its debut last week. Insane. Yeah, I know the thing. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. 214% spike in sales due to ongoing price promotions. True Waterfest in the second spot. Starfield indeed fell off there. And here's the Zelda again. Yeah, try to sell more than that, dude. Try to sell more than that shit. Xbox leak reveals estimated costs of AAA games on Game Pass. Star Wars Jedi Survivor was valued at $300 million and considered a crown jewel. A week, Microsoft documents revealed estimated costs of putting third-party games on Xbox Game Pass. Internal email exchange in May 2022 between Microsoft's VP of Gaming Business Development Sarah Bond and Xbox head Phil Spencer showcased how much it would cost to bring titles like Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Mortal Kombat 1 to the service. Bond provided analysis of potential day and date debut on Xbox subscription service to fill the gap, including cost estimates, average hours of play, and the likelihood that publishers would be open to making a deal. Jedi Survivor had the highest estimated cost at $300 million. Bond described acquiring the title as a crown jewel for Game Pass, but noted that EA was unlikely to agree to a deal, especially since EA has their own subscription. Mortal Kombat 1 was also deemed a crown jewel for Xbox, but like other Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment titles, it would be unlikely to pass following the recent merger with Discovery. However, Xbox announced on Tuesday that Gotham Knights would be coming to Game Pass on October 3rd. Damn, son, can't wait. LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga was made available to the service last December. Wait, did they pay $50 million? Or is $50 million that it made? Yeah, they paid it, I guess. Or was it in the leak there? That they paid 50 mil for it. Skywalker Saga cost 35 million to put on Game Pass, I guess. Yeah, you don't get the premium one. Yeah, you don't get the premium EA sub, so you don't play the release date ones. So you wouldn't be able to play Jedi Survivor on release, and they wanted to get it on release. Baldur's Gate 3 was also potential buy, valued at $5 billion. While it seems Microsoft may have underestimated the game's popularity, Larian's director of publishing, Michael Dewes, clarified so did everyone else. Yeah, I think, how did they, I thought it will be here. How did they describe Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, they dismissed Baldur's Gate 3 as a second-run Stadia PC RPG that Microsoft wanted to pay around $5 million for. Kirk! Not very exclusive of them. I mean, to be quite honest, I'm not sure about 5 mil, but they probably could get Baldur's Gate 3 very cheap back then, because Larian didn't expect such success themselves even. Like, imagine if they would get it, like, maybe not for 5, but like for like 10, 50 mil even. Just because, you know, Larian wasn't sure themselves yet about their true power. That would be the deal, man. Not the second run Stadia RPG right there in the end. Baldur's Gate 3 popularity very surprising. Well, the scale is a bit surprising, true. Like, I knew it's gonna be, like, popular, I knew it's gonna be good. Well, most likely it's gonna be good, right? But, like, the scale it actually went to, yeah, I didn't expect that. That's good. I love that. I love that. True, Steve, true. Yeah, just says, isn't any existing data that could have told anyone how Baldur's Gate 3 was going to perform. Just had to take a giant spooky leaps. Yeah, oh, there's the full list of prices. Good. Dying Light 250 mil. Lego Star Wars 35 mil. Red Dead Redemption 5 mil per month. Dragon Ball Breakers 20 mil, Just Dance 5 million, Let's Sing Abba 5 million, Return to Monkey Island 5 million, Wreckfest 2, 10, 14, Baldur's Gate 5, Gotham Knights 50. Yeah, like, dude, this should be like reverse here. Assassin's Creed Mirage 100 mil, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League 250 mil. Dude, this is probably would be like, you know, just like throwing it, you know, like down the drain, I feel. Jedi Survivor 30 mil, Mortal Kombat 1 250 mil, GTA 5 12, 15 mil per month, Blood Runner 5 million, Net Crisis Glitch Busters 5 million. Who? Even that? I have no idea how they getting 5 mil from that even. Yes, Dave, yeah. Here comes the analysis too. Like they see the live service. Oh, Gotham Knights live service should be POG. Get it for 50 mil, so people will be, you know, playing that for months in our subscription. Yeah, bro. People not gonna be playing fucking days this shit. %, the same. Well, I mean, yeah, it's part of like the combination of success of the previous Larian games with the franchise of Baldur's Gate. True, but like all are niche. Like Baldur's Gate is niche, and like the boomer RPG at this point, right? Like those never really were super commercially successful. Divinity was also still kind of niche. Like it was big, Divinity Original Sin 2, right? But it was still like RPG big, you know. And the Baldur's Gate went like different leagues completely. Completely different leagues there. I think like really good publicity and stuff, that's what worked really good. And I think they managed to like get attention of streamers really well. Like I think maybe like partially moving the release before Starfield was a smart idea because streamers obviously would probably hop on, you know, like better marketed game like Starfield, and that way in August they were like, you know, there's this game, or there was this like bear fucking someone and everything, right, banned on TikTok and stuff, and it's like looks like popular and stuff, so let's see how it is. And then you see like people who don't even usually play games much on Twitch, they playing Baldur's Gate. I tell you, to the extent that like this Russian streamer who also lives in this city, even he was told to play Baldur's Gate 3 just to farm viewers, even though he's like not even playing games whatsoever. So, you know, that's pretty much how it is. And then you get the huge free marketing from that stuff. All right. Let's see if we missed something out of this. Everything we learned from the Xbox leak. Alright. Planning to release another console. Read this one. Oh wait, there is a new console and there is this hybrid platform. Okay, so hybrid platform is not console. So console is its own thing there. There's gonna be another one also. Yeah, 2028 also, alright. Well, not a lot of info about this one. Let's see how it is. Yes, yeah. Fell off quickly in terms of viewers. I think Baldur's Gate 3 also kind of, like, I think they fell off kind of with the same speed. I feel personally. But like in terms of like amounts of viewers and the streamers playing them, they were like really comparable. Baldur's Gate and the Starfield, I think they both performed really well, but for Starfield it was kind of expected, right? Because that was like marketed like crazy, you know, with the mass appeal and stuff. And for Baldur's Gate, that was a huge surprise. Let's see, what I see. No, I don't remember it. That might be kind of like, you know, like the a little bit like biased depending on what kind of streamers you follow. Like I do not, I did not see that. I did not see that on early access start. I remember people pogging and stuff, but I don't remember it being like, whoa, dude, you know, like, it was whoa, dude, but only for, like, people who kind of, like, from the circle, right? Like, from the RPG circles, yeah, people were excited. From my community, right? Like, some other streamers who play those games. But on release, it went, like, you know, like, people who don't play games are streaming this shit. Like, people, you know, who don't do that kind of content whatsoever were streaming this shit just because it was, like, you know, it was bringing views. It's like a huge, like, the recipe for success for the games, really. Like, if you have enough money, like Apex did, for example, just to make everyone and their mom to stream, you know, your game, like, it might be just like a piece of shit on a stick, and it's gonna succeed. People who never played turn-based played it. Yeah, exactly. Like, people who, like, were completely against the turn-based, like, you could go, like, to some streams and, like who did I see? Yeah, that doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter the names, you know. Basically, like, people who were like, nah, like, I'm not gonna play like some, like, you know, like this old school RPGs, nah, like turn-based, nah, fuck that stuff. And then, you know, like, I don't really watch Twitch nowadays, but, like, you know, like dropping like the raid or something, seeing like the followers list and like, oh, Baldur's Gate, all right, I see how it is. Or like shaking Twitter and they posting like, you know, like videos from this game in crazy amount. So, like, yeah, it just went, like, way bigger than it usually goes. Which is a good thing, though. That's a really good thing. I just, like, still was, like, really surprised. But I think that's, again, like, the situation when there's, like, no, like quality content at some time in the year, for example. And something comes out that is, like, you know, like, already has enough kind of momentum going, and everyone just, like, stops hopping, and it's just like a snowball, you know. The more streamers hopping, they bring their viewers. New streamers see that there are viewers, and they hop on and bring their viewers too, and it just kind of, like, you know, snowballs into this, like, huge ball of hype. Turn-based, slow and boring, and D&D for nerds. Exactly. Okay, mid-generation hardware refreshes. Saw it. Yes, saw this. Saw this. Yeah, so that's yeah, that's what I said. That was smart. Like I mean, like if you look now at the results, you would think that, you know, I think Starfield should be more afraid of Baldur's Gate than Baldur's Gate afraid of Starfield, right? But I think that's actually was in the end still smart, because they got 1 month earlier, so they got this like a wave of hype with streamers. Like if they would be competing for hype with Starfield, that probably wouldn't be like as even, you know. They still better RPG than Starfield. Like I haven't played Starfield, I haven't played Baldur's Gate, but knowing the, you know, Bethesda games, I can tell for a fact that Baldur's Gate is like better RPG by a mile, for sure. But it still would be like Starfield is something more marketed. So like Starfield, like any big release on Twitch, for example, like on Twitch and in general, like in terms of marketing, any big release is kind of like, you know, the snowball instantly. Like there is a name that is like going around a lot, streamers gonna hop on it, most likely, right? If there is nothing else to play, for example, they're gonna hop on it, and the more of them hop on it, the more of them gonna get on. Sometimes it happens with random games too, like On the Up, for example, right? Like someone just kind of like found it, someone big, you know, they started doing, then more people kind of joined because someone big is doing it, there are viewer numbers there. Also, for example, Twitch did like nowadays this like research tool that allows you to pick the games to stream and times to stream. Like it gives you statistics, you know, when it's better to stream which game. The fun part is like it's literally just like the hype pushing stuff. Like I try to like analyze, like it shows me an analysis for Dune Spice Wars, for example, right? I'm looking like, okay, this day is good. There's that many viewers, only one stream, and then I realize it's me. Like, all right, thanks for analysis, man. I'm already doing it. So obviously this shit like pushing, you know, like the meta stuff pretty much, even more. So now everyone will be like, oh shit, this game is this big. Let's go. I see window, I see nice. Even some of them played it. It could be also like the part of the hype, true. Could be just part of the hype too, but I haven't seen like, you know, the most like IRL streaming ones, and this time I saw some. I saw some who don't even do games nowadays, and they were like doing the Baldur's Gate also, you know. Alright, refreshes, we saw this, we saw lineup, we saw games on Game Pass, we saw Game Pass subscribe, pay full price, we saw. Okay, so we got all the leaks we got covered, and nice. That we did. And Twitch drop for Baldur's Gate. That's also a smart thing, yeah. Like if you manage to get like beyond some threshold, I'm not sure what would be the threshold really, but if you manage to get beyond some numbers in terms of viewership, then you're good. Because it's just gonna be like, you know, more streamers jumping train to try your game, and you're gonna have like a few days of like spotlight for sure. Twitch integration for choices, yeah, that's also smart. That is also very smart. Like, in my opinion now, you don't need to have like a lot of money, right? So you can just like pay everyone to play your game for a few days, for like, you know, not literally a few days, but like everyone few hours for a few days, kind of like Apex did. That's what Apex literally did. It's a good game, but it was just one of BRs, and it would be like really hard for them just to like fight like back then like Fortnite and everyone, right? And they just like literally like paid everyone. Even fucking Crip was playing Apex. I remember I like what, Crip is playing Apex? What the fuck? I like clicked on the stream and it lags. Like his PC is fucking lagging and dying. He has no idea what he's doing, but they sponsored even him to play that. Like they paid everyone. And the viewer numbers, you know, going crazy, people rolling in, and then like some streamers already organically go in this category because viewers are there. We're gonna be where the viewers are, right? They all roll in. And then they kind of stay there because viewers are still there. Well, your sponsor is over, but the viewers are still here. So, you know, might as well just continue. I see. Yeah, so they like went all out with the Twitch stuff, and that I think nowadays that's the marketing you need, honestly. Like odds and stuff, like reviewers, journalists. Well, reviewers like on YouTube, I think good, but like the journalists, reviewers and stuff, I think is pointless already at this point. Like I don't think a lot of people take serious that stuff, you know. Like I kind of don't think so. Maybe some old schoolers or something. And as a person who was reading magazines back in the day, I don't take that shit serious anyway, already. Not old school enough, I guess. So like the streamers, the Twitch, YouTube and stuff is the way to go. YouTube too, obviously, but I think for like creating the hype around the game, Twitch is like the best shit. Because it's like the more viewers, you know, the higher everything goes. Like not algorithm. Like on YouTube, you can go to the front page, and if you don't follow the right channels and don't like watch the right videos, you might completely like miss the game that is out, right? For example, kinda, if you didn't know about it. But you go on Twitch, you see the game on the top, all the streamers you follow playing it, you know about it already. Hey Strider, hello. Yeah, I do agree that Apex is also really good. Like you can't really like you can't promote like piece of shit like this, right? For a quick buck, just like sell it, get a bunch of money and peace out. But yeah, Apex also is a really good product. So for them that ended up not in just, you know, making a quick buck, it ended up actually with Apex becoming like one of the like the main BRs on the market because the game is good too. People who only play AAA games to listen to journalists could be. That could be, like, it is hard to judge always. Like, all those things are hard to judge because you kind of, like, try to, like, extrapolate how you think, extrapolate how your, like, you know, people you know think. But people you know, like, we, for example, here, right? We're all from the same circle. We all already don't really look to, like, you know, like, magazines, journalists and stuff. So, it's kind of hard. You think no one looks at those magazines and their reviews, but in fact, maybe a bunch of people do. But like looking at what we read last week, for example, about all the gaming, you know, websites, journalists like suffering now that they don't have enough traffic and everything, that means that, you know, the trend at least is totally towards not the journalists. Claim system on YouTube works in live streams. Wait, what kind of claim thing? What claim system? New crispy quality camera. Ooh, that for some time already. That one is for some time already. Well, I mean, now I also like kind of like adjust the focus manually, which sometimes I feel is kind of worse. Sometimes it's better. And I zoomed in a little more, I guess, this time today. A little too much, to be honest. Maybe the background now doesn't really have anything else to distract or something. Because I'm in a completely different country now. Claim videos aren't yours. Oh, you mean this stuff? Yeah. The streams, I think, are kind of working a bit differently. Yeah, the Content ID system is not that crazy good. Huh? Content ID system has a lot of issues, that's for sure. Criterion to work on Battlefield under Vince Zampella. Studio moves from EA Sports to EA Entertainment and will continue to develop Need for Speed. So they're moving Need for Speed from like kind of I mean, I guess kind of makes sense. Yes, right, yeah. The been out. Criterions are famous for Burnout and Need for Speed, and now they're going to be working. Oh, it has worked on several Battlefield and Battlefront games. All right. Criterion will continue to lead development on future Need for Speed titles. Battlefield, maybe they plan next Battlefield to be like, you know, like the super comeback of the series. I'm all up for it. Do it. Do something good. Work on Need for Speed, yeah. Work on everything, man. Relogic donating $100,000 to Godot and FNA in response to Unity backlash. Developers said a simple public statement was not enough, and they're gonna be monthly, $1,000 a month. Not a huge amount of money, but, you know, it's good. More studios will do that, the better it will be. Feel our actions in this moment the best way to carry that mission forward, accelerating and strengthening competing open source game engines. We hope to empower and assist studios that are struggling with how best to proceed given recent events. Very good. No matter the outcome, the boost towards the competition was huge, and that is very good. Crystal Dynamics is the latest Embracer studio to suffer layoffs. Tomb Raider developer cuts 10 positions to align with current business needs. So marketing got cut there a little. But yeah, THQ is an interesting one. Spent a shitload of money updating studios and now started doing layoffs in the studios there. Alright, sure. European game industry salary potential varies by region. Gender pay gap continues to widen as people climb up company ranks within the continent. A median annual pay, highest paid junior level profession game design, 25,000 per year. It's like 2,000 euro per year. I wonder if it's like net or something. Lowest paid junior level profession art/design 20,000. Lowest paid. Really? Highest paid middle level analytics 37,000. Lowest paid middle level QA. I wanted middle level 16,000 when junior art is 20,000. What is like the junior QA earning then? Huh? Are they not on the list even? Highest paid senior level profession, C-suite executive. Oh yeah, I want to be executive when I grow up, mom. Lowest paid senior level profession, marketing, user acquisition. Alright. The non-European regional median pay. Highest paid junior level art design. I think it's not even the highest. It's probably like in non-European regions. A lot of people working in art and design, they can outsource and they can work in freelance. And that's why they earn for their country solid amount of money. Lowest paid junior level profession game design. Yep, because you can't outsource that shit. Highest paid middle level analytics. Lowest paid HR recruiting. Again, can't outsource that. Highest paid senior level C-suite executive. Again, lowest paid sound. 30,000. Alright, interesting. Some low numbers, true. I do agree, yeah. Like 2,000 per month? Like, is it like solid? Well, depends on the country, of course, right? But like on the Western Europe, is that like, I'm not sure if it's like pre-taxes or past taxes. I get for junior though, 2,000 is good. I feel. A median salary by gender and seniority. 3D, junior, middle, senior, expert, top, head, VP. Somewhere trend is worth highlighting. Female respondents tend to indicate lower desired salary levels compared to their male counterparts. This pattern reflects the same correlation observed with the actual salary levels. As the expertise level increases, disparity between desired salaries among respondents widens. Different expectations. How like when you can't trade your level, everything is like pretty much closed though. Interesting. Unity Kills runtime fee for personal users offers rev share for others. Engine Maker will not only apply per install charges for devs on Pro or Enterprise licenses who upgrade to new version of Unity next year. So like the Pro boys still getting fucked. Unity personal terms. Previously, personal accounts were only for developers who had less than 100,000 in revenue or funds raised in the previous year. But that's being up to 200,000. Funds raised. How does that work? Like if you streamer streaming that stuff, like will that count towards your funds raised? Or how does that work even? Unity personal developers will no longer need to feature the made with Unity splash screen on their work. That doesn't really matter too much. Unity Pro, Unity Enterprise developers being given the option of avoiding the runtime fee in favor of 2.5 revenue share for the company based on developers' self-reported revenues. Self-reported revenues. No, I mean, if you are the developer streaming it, like, you're kind of raising funds, I guess, in a way, right? Sorta. Like, it's a revenue, like, the revenue is what the game make, right? So, like, ads, microtransactions is the revenue, but, like, funds raised. No, it's not, it's the funds raised. So, like, the money you raised somehow, somewhere, how, where, what do they count as that? Like, I assume it's maybe like Kickstarter / like money from publishers, probably. Unity says if developer takes that option and the revenue share works out to more than what the runtime fee would have been based on developers' self-reported new users, it will be the lesser amount. In another change to the plan, runtime fee will no longer be retroactive. It will only apply to developers who ship their games using versions of Unity that ship in 2024 or later. So previously released titles and games that ship with the current version of the engine or earlier versions will be exempt. Make sure they can stay on the terms applicable for the version of Unity editor you are using as long as you keep using that version. Go with these policies to ensure we can continue to support you today and tomorrow and keep deeply investing in our game engine. I have interviewed with YouTuber Jason Wyman several hours after the blog post went live. Witten emphasized that the runtime fee was introduced initially in an attempt to build a sustainable business for Unity. Trying to build a model we think is fair and good sort of value exchange once they reach a level of success. He also explained why the company announced the revision on Friday despite having said Sunday night that it would say more in a couple of days. Instead, it waited for extra days so it could get more feedback on the considered changes, and noted that not listening to enough feedback was one of the company's mistakes with the initial rollout of the plan. Well, I mean, that's good. Changes are good, but the thing is, like, the trust is broken now, so they also returned, like, the TOS page and everything that they deleted, that they created for transparency and this time deleted, but nothing will stop them from removing it again. Unless European Union will push for those changes that they wanted to, then it will be a different story. But for now, yeah, there is kind of no trust with these guys anymore. To be quite honest, they can walk back on everything. Oh, long before new changes, alright. Steam Deck follow-up not likely until late 2025 or later. It's doubtful battery technology will improve enough not to be impeded by new hardware performance. Deleted because it had no views. I see. Interesting. Important to us that deck offers fixed performance target for developers and that the message to customers is simple where every deck can play the same games. As such, changing performance level is not something we are taking lightly and we only want to do so when there is significant enough increase to be had. Don't anticipate such a leap to be possible in the next couple of years. That makes sense. That is a good decision. That is something that, like, Xbox and others should do instead of, like, rolling out all those rehashes, refreshes, pro editions and stuff like that. Fuck that shit, dude. Everyone hates Mortal Kombat 1 on Nintendo Switch. True. And beautiful graphics, man. There are these fucking ads all over the place there. Mortal Kombat 1 finally released to an eagerly awaiting audience and is enjoying a prolific parade around social streaming and gaming platforms the world over. And that is except for the Nintendo Switch version, which is being bagged on left, right and center, and rightly so it seems. In a series of screenshots and clips, bewildered users are showcasing their Mortal Kombat 1 experiences on Nintendo Switch, revealing PS2-like graphics, game-breaking bugs, and some of the worst character models we've seen for a very long time. I wonder why they didn't go for, like, the cloud version or something with it. Scorpion kind of looks alright, I guess. The faces are insane, though, that's for sure. But yeah, you also pay $70 for this, though. So that's kind of true. But the people also being sold, what's the name? The cloud versions for that amount of money anyway, so... I don't know. At least they have it. Wait, there's even bother making switch ports. Money. Money, 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 money. There's already a lot of experts and everything to port stuff. And it's easy money, basically, so... Another platform there. I was barely playable there? Alright, I see. Bungie's new game to use Unreal Engine, report claims. Here reported from a game post, a new game allegedly be built in Unreal Engine 5 for current-gen platforms. A game will be a team-based combat title with brightly colored characters and isometric gameplay. Isometric, alright. Project Gummy Bears will also be another live service game from the studio. How many did they have there? 3? Primarily competitive team-based game, it also suggested that this title incorporates elements from real-time strategy games into its gameplay. Alright. I see, Steve, right. The switchboard works miracles, spin. True. Let's see. Ben Studio teases something to do with Siphon Filter. Yeah, there might be a remake. Yeah, the message published on Twitter, creator of the franchise, Ben Studio, published a teaser related to the series. Scheduled maintenance plan today. Players must siphon their filter. You will experience absolutely no issues during this time as this is completely made up. Thank you for your support. Could be remake, could be something new. You never know, you never know. Around 1,000 employees? Yeah, they're huge already at this point, man. They're huge. Okay, that was an interesting one too there. I think I saw something about it. With Dr. Disrespect, make it return to Twitch. CEO of Twitch, Dan Clancy, had gone on record discussing the possibility that permanently banned streamers might be granted clemency and be allowed back on the streaming platform. This prompted a wildfire debate with users the world over, putting forward all manner of banned Twitch streamers that might deserve one of these second chances. One key figure that stood out was Dr. Disrespect. Well, considering we don't even know what he's banned for, and considering there was the court and everything, I don't think he's returning. That I kind of doubt. Just a bunch of like also like... Okay, Platform leadership team is contemplating giving permaban users a second chance. Area we are looking at to figure out what's the right way to give people another chance. The tricky thing is you need to do this in a scalable way. Whenever you talk about one specific example, one specific person, people forget that we need to have a similar opportunity for that affiliate that had 5 concurrent viewers that did it as we do for these big streamers. You see window, I see. Well, that was kind of, yeah, that was a bit of a weird question in logic. Like, you know, if someone is OG, that doesn't give them the pass, you know, to do whatever they want and, you know, get a comeback or something. That's kind of dumb logic in my opinion. Like, being OG doesn't give you some sort of like special treatment or some shit, or shouldn't at least give you some special treatment in my opinion. But in general, I think, you know, after a lot of time, there should be the way for people to return, some sort of probation or something, you know, because people change over time after all, you know. And I mean, if they fuck up, there's always a ban again. But in the case of Doc, I kind of doubt it though, because there was a lawsuit, there was something we don't even know, something we don't even, you know happened there. And they got some sort of agreement with Twitch in the court, so yeah, there was something that probably will prevent him from coming, I have a feeling. I bet that you don't know and you want to know. True. Would be kind of nice. Would be interesting. I think it's just something like super, like, you know, uninteresting. Something very basic and banal. But serious enough to go, you know, over the court. And I feel like some corporate stuff, yeah, like that people speculating because of, you know, like kind of like the deal with Mixer, and then, you know, like Mixer kind of not actually being alive anymore, and which just kind of like cutting him out of their deal that they wanted to do or something, or that he tried to like kind of like pump up the price for his own contract. That could be it. That could be it. But still, I don't know. Like, even if he tried to pump up the price for himself, and even if like Twitch, like, you know, like tried to avoid getting the contract with him, he still makes so much money for them, and would make over the years that they kind of lost by not having him on the platform, right? So I think there might be something else, something weird there. Could be, say, could be. Yeah, some contracts, some terms or something were broken or something, and yeah, they just decided to go. Well, it's also Twitch though. Like, they sometimes seemingly don't really care about, you know, how much people make. Like when Ludwig was leaving into YouTube and stuff, right? I think sometimes they just don't give a shit really, like how much person does make. Which, I mean, on one hand is kind of nice, because, you know, they kind of don't really give any like sort of like special treatment. They do, right? Even we all know. But I mean, in some situations, in some cases, from some perspectives, they don't really, like, you know, treat you much different if you make a shitload for them, for example. All goes back to the whole bathroom fiesta. It could be just like, yeah, it could be like the last straw or something, right? That broke the camel's back. That could be just like a list of things already, and then something like this happens, and they just kind of like got him good, you know. Maybe. But yeah, in the same time, it also kind of shit that they, you know, sometimes a little weird. It just enforcing some of their things. And not really like caring about some of their main content creators and everything, and then general content creators. Could be window, could be. Payday 3's launch is so flawed that the CEO has apologized. Damn, son. Always online operating a model, displeasing fans to no end. Seems that this decision well and truly come back to bite them, as needing to always be connected is what's preventing players from enjoying the game they waited a decade for. So sorry that the infrastructure didn't hold up as expected, and although it is impossible to prepare for every scenario, we should be able to do better. We work tirelessly until we have restored services and our players can get back to heisting again without issues. And another quality launch of 2023. You know, at least that part is stable this year. I see, Steve, I see. True. A mod that enables offline play. Them son, modders to the rescue once again. Once again, modders to the rescue. I see. And let me check real quick. Missing something. Oh yeah, that one, alright. Kick. Yeah, that's a funny one, yeah. Lilith and Inarius revealed as new operators in a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Season 6. Dude. What a time to be alive. Huh? Burning Hells arrive in Call of Duty, and Diablo bundles make their fiery appearance during a haunting, complete with the Queen of the Succubi Lilith and the Fallen Archangel Inarius as operators. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll see they cut the wing.